world is quieter now. You just have to listen. If we listen, we can hear God's plan.
God's plan?
Yeah.
All right, let me tell you about your God's plan. There were 6 billion people on Earth when the infection hit. KV had a 90% kill rate. That's 5.4 billion people dead, crashed, and bled out dead. That's a 1% immunity. It left 12 million healthy people like you, me, and Ethan. The other 588 million turned into your dark seekers. And then they got hungry, and they killed and fed on everybody. Everybody. Every single person that you or I has ever known is dead. Dead. There is no God.
Hot air hangs like a dead man from a white oak tree. People sitting on porches thinking how things used to be. Dark night. It's a dark night. Dark night. It's a dark night. The neighborhood was changing, strangers moving in. A new boy fell for a local girl when she made eyes at him. She was young and pretty, no stranger to other men. But windows were being locked that night, and old lines drawn again. Didn't matter anymore. I thought all that blood had been shed long ago. Dark night. It's a dark night. He took her to the outskirts. He pledged his love to her. They thought it was their secret, but someone knew where they were. He held her so close. He asked about her dreams. When a bullet from a passing car made the young girl scream. I thought these things didn't happen anymore. I thought all that blood had been shed long ago. Dark night. It's a dark night. Dark night. It's a dark night.
Fez show. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Trying to get this thing off the ground today. I'm Ron Bennington, Fez Watley.
Hi, buddy.
Eastside Dave, and of course Earl hanging with us Earl pulled it off one more time. He's actually on the phones right now, but somehow Earl's got John Kerry to join the Obama campaign. So John Kerry is giving his endorsement to Obama. And when Earl gets off the phones here, we'll get the whole details. All right, 866 Ron Zero Fez, 866 Ron Zero Fez. Coming up a little later on, and today we have a guest stopping by who, a young guy who lived with old people and did a documentary about it. I think he sold it to HBO. Is that where he sold it?
It's Cinemax is where it's going to debut.
Cinemax, which HBO owns. But I don't want to plug it after what happened with O&A today. If you can't trust these people, why plug them?
Agreed.
I think on this show, the only person I ever plugged that didn't come in was Michel Gondry, the director, who I'm a big fan of, and he's got another film coming out with Jack Black very, very soon. I'm like, I would love for him to come in and make up on that, but I'm sure we can't ever plug him for it. I would never trust him.
Don't get burned again.
The who?
Exactly.
The fact is you can't trust these people because they believe radio is a bastard child. Let's face it.
Which it isn't.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's the exact same thing as television, but you got no pretty pictures.
I think you get more of a personal type, an intimate interview with radio, much more so than television, which is a lot.
No one
of
wants an
glitz.
intimate interview. What they want is 6 minutes. You lost your luggage. That's a funny story. Now look at my funny dance. Let's get out of here. That's what the people enjoy. Now, I haven't been watching a lot of late night TV, and it's not just because of the writer's strike, but I didn't watch that much of it before. But I turned on in the middle of the Tonight Show last night when he was doing a Q&A with the audience. Ask me anything. And it was fucking painful.
Mr. B, he does it every night. Jay Leno is doing this audience participation gimmick every single night.
Is he still doing a monologue?
Yeah, he's doing the monologue. I think he's getting some heat for it. So now he goes right into that Q&A portion of his show. And
so
it
he doesn't
sucks.
do the monologue?
No, he's still doing he does little jokes and little stories.
But he doesn't do hey, I'm Jay Leno. And
he doesn't do his old, typical, topical monologue. No.
Okay, so it's not did you know today in the news, Bush is up to something?
He doesn't do that.
Okay. So that seems fair to me. If I was in the Writers Guild, that seems like he's being fair about it.
His monologue, to me, is right on the cusp. He's doing jokes. He's telling stories, and sometimes he will reference, something that goes on.
But instead of doing a Q&A, why don't you book another guest?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
The Q&A is just ridiculous. Who's your favorite guest of all time? What's the oh, stop.
And he really doesn't have any funny, comebacks.
How can you? How can you? Who's your favorite guest?
He has Q, but no A's.
Who's your favorite guest of all time? Who gives a shit? That's my favorite guest. I just want the writers back. Now, I like these motherfuckers that come in and do a fucking 3-4 hours of radio every day with no writers. It always cracks me up. I only watched the first night with Jon Stewart, and that night was all about the writer's strike. And he brought in some professor to discuss the labor things. And I'm like, I'm not as tied up into the writer's strike as you are. I like to hear a little something about New Hampshire. I know you probably watched it on TV. Here's Brad. Brad, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. I was watching the same episode last night of The Tonight Show, which is the first one I've seen since the strike, and I couldn't believe that he had on some animal handler guy for a good half hour to 45 minutes as well.
Who doesn't like a 45-minute animal act? I know you get that when you go to the zoo. You ever been to one of those zoos that they'll do a show like that, and you wait forever, and then it's just the seal blows a horn and runs back, and everybody acts like it's good, but you're like, I would turn this off on TV.
I recently went to a dolphin show at the Brooklyn Zoo, and they did nothing. They jumped over a couple hoops, and it was a lot of
Well, they can't
nonsense.
compete. Brooklyn can't compete with SeaWorld. I mean, that's the fucking majors right there. When you were a kid, could they be anything lamer than a petting zoo in the middle of a regular zoo? Why would I want to see animals that aren't fucking ferocious?
A llama.
Yeah. What do I give a shit?
The pack of antelopes.
Why not have poodles in there? Who gives a fuck about these animals? I want to see something that stalks and kills. I'm not going to go into a place and just touch an animal that my neighbor could own. I don't give a fuck about a goat, okay?
Right.
I'm here to see a bear. That's where I get off.
You want the animal that you have to sit there at the cage and wonder if it's going to come out. Is the lion going to come out of its den?
Well, you know that since that tiger attack in San Francisco, people are showing up in droves. Literally, this is why the United States of America is the Roman Empire. All we really want to see is people killed by tigers. And this American gladiators, what we really want is gladiators.
Right.
That is our hopes and dreams. That's what we're after.
My mom used to take us to a turkey farm and told us that it was exciting. And it was just turkeys in a pen.
That part wasn't exciting when she asked you to go down on her. That's the exciting part.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I said. It's awful. That's terrible when you think about it.
And sometimes the turkeys would escape, but they would escape going 1 mile per hour. And so they didn't have much of a chance to become wild again.
I had the feeling those turkey escapes were staged.
I think turkeys are one of the few things that look delicious while they're still alive. If I even see a fat fucking turkey like that, I still think it looks good. I could pounce on it like a goddamn coyote.
You don't dislike their neck, though? That whatever that thing
ball
is?
Sack.
That's
Technically, that's called a ball sack. Old man's ball sack.
Yeah, that doesn't look edible to me.
Well, you don't eat that in normal life. You're not Earl. You're not going to sit around eating a turkey neck.
True.
But I mean, the plump part of a turkey. It looks like you're only a few feathers away from a delicious meal.
I always thought Panda Bear looked real. Like, I go think about this constantly, and I know for a fact that Panda Bear would be just really good.
I'll say this: I'd eat a seal.
Oh,
There's
yeah?
something about a seal that looks like if you slice it thin, maybe have it with a little avocado, maybe bacon, put it on some rye bread. You got a nice little seal club sandwich. I would eat a seal in a heartbeat.
I always thought a camel would taste really good, and
camel? Why? Too dry, too fucking gamey.
No, that meat is really tender.
No way.
Oh, yes, it is.
First of all, it's going to be dry.
No,
and then it's any animal that runs on. That's why a deer is fucking gamey.
But it carries water within it, so because of that, it's going to be
and an ugly hump. It's like fucking eating a giant wart.
Only the hump would be juicy.
I don't even think it will. The hump is hard. It's not like it's sitting up there like a big, nice water sack.
I feel like it would have like a sort of a lemony type twinge to it. I think a camel would be absolutely
If you were
fantastic.
thirsty enough, would you take a drill into a fucking camel's hump, put a straw down there and suck?
Would I? That's all I want to do.
Because I think it's going to taste a little too camely. I know that you think you're just going to get refreshing water, but it's going to be camely. Brian, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Fezzy. What's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to know how your New Year's resolution was going there, Ronnie. I noticed that Osama bin Laden's bodyguard, one of his bodyguards, was just captured. I was wondering maybe if you might have had something to do with it, buddy.
Brian, here's what I'm going to tell you right now. I'm upset that news even got out. That was supposed to be on a need-to-know basis.
Well,
when this Osama bin Laden thing, and I said, no, wait, I would stalk and kill Osama bin Laden because no one else seems to be doing it. And this guy is the fucking murderer of 9/11. He's the guy we need to take out. I've got a plan. All right, look up at this map, Fezzy.
All right.
And you can see the Pakistani border. And I've put different pin things where we know he's been spotted. You can see how mountainous, and it just goes on for thousands of miles.
Oh, yeah, that's bad terrain there.
My idea right now, and I don't know whether we're going to do it, is nuke that entire area. It would be 1,000 miles of nuclear bombs. But I believe that if we do that, the chances are good that we could get him.
You're going to nuke both sides of the Pakistan-Afghanistan border?
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll level that area, and I believe that we'll take him out.
All right, but that's probably going to be hard to find a body after that.
Well, we'll know if he doesn't put out any more tapes. But really, it's the safest, easiest way. We nuke Afghanistan and Pakistan. We take out Osama bin Laden.
But that's a tremendous amount of pushpins. Each pushpin represents a bomb?
Yeah. So you got either side. Couldn't be any safer.
It's not really safe because that could really damage the region there.
I'm not worried about that. I don't live there.
Kill a lot of innocent people, not just Osama bin Laden.
Bonus.
Did you just say bonus?
Here's our friend Brooklyn Ace. Ace, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Ronnie, you are absolutely right. Seal meat is delicious. Also, another one is buffalo. Both of them are outstanding.
I've eaten buffalo before. I find it to be slightly gamey, if I'm going to be honest with you about it.
Really?
A little gamey for me.
I love it.
I don't like my animals to move around. I like them to be tied to a fucking post, fattened up, then killed and eaten.
I've had a nice buffalo. I love buffalo burgers.
Yeah, I know you do.
Oh, my Lord.
That's me.
You're not the Lord.
Oh, I thought that you said. I thought that was my new nickname.
No.
I notice everybody's lining up against me today. Earl, I see you're back here. You're off the phones. You've taken care of everything?
Everything is just about taken care of.
I don't know what happened at the opening of the show. The mics didn't go on, and Fez was walking out of the room. So I don't know what goes on when you go away, Earl, but it could have been tragedy. It reminded me of somebody just walking into a propeller. And you're like, why are they doing it? No mics are turned on. The music's ending. And I'm like, maybe Earl is the mainstay. Earl, what's going on with John Kerry right now?
Major announcement. He will be endorsing Senator Barack Obama.
No, this is running live right now on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News.
He is going to make the announcement here that he is in Charleston, South Carolina. He will be endorsing Barack Obama for president of the United States.
Or doing a major heel turn, which also would be great.
But this is huge. Absolutely huge.
Earl, I also need you to start stocking up on nukes. I don't know who we got to go to. I'd rather go through our government. But if we got to go black market, I'm willing to do that too. I'm willing to do that as well. All right, when Kerry does the announcement, why don't you let us know and we'll pop that up. We'll see if we can't catch it live, all right?
All right.
Because I thought he was supposed to do this at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it was running late and, you know.
That's why Kerry didn't get elected. He never shows up on time. And I hope he's still wearing that hunting jacket that he had on. Remember that he had that same stupid jacket? And then for a while he wore a Boston hat.
Right. He loved costumes.
Yeah.
Remember when he got up like a ski type thing?
He was fucking surfing. He was windsurfing. Everybody acted like they've never heard of this before. It's been around since like 64. And they're like, what is he doing? He's standing on water.
What he ought to do is come out and announce that it's the Kerry Edwards ticket of 04 that's endorsing Obama. And just throw John Edwards in it now.
I didn't realize that. I forgot all about that. I'm thinking, well, this is a slap at the Clintons, but it's also a slap at John Edwards.
Yep.
The man who ran with them. That didn't even dawn on me because I keep forgetting that bastard is in the race.
Yeah, you would think that the guy that he picked as his running mate, who I guess was good enough to become president if anything happened to John Kerry, is not good enough now.
All right, John Edwards is not taking this lightly, Fez. He says his father worked in a meal, and in the summers he used to work in a meal too, and he would brush, take out trash around all those meal workers. I don't know if I can get past the accent. There's so many prejudice for everybody in this election. You've got age discrimination. You got John McCain at 70. A lot of people are like, oh, that's too old. Barack bringing race on. Way to go, Earl. Big thumbs up. Hillary, sexual prejudice for people to get over. You got religious prejudice. You got a Mormon running. And then also a Protestant minister. So almost everybody brings in some amount of prejudice. It's kind of interesting for the country to have to deal with.
I still think, though, the race prejudice is probably the biggest.
Bigger than woman?
Oh, yeah. I think race is bigger to overcome.
Well, let me point this out to you. Remember that black men got the vote before white women. That's kind of interesting when you think about it. That a guy could go from being a slave to, I was going to say having the vote, but I'll change that to allegedly having the vote.
But I mean, because they got the vote, a lot of them, were still not allowed to vote.
No, I dig that completely. I agree with that. But as far as the Constitution goes, they got the vote first.
That's true.
Now, that was a dangerous fucking trip from your house to the voting booth.
Yeah.
Down south. But I guess up north they were voting safely, right, Earl?
To a degree. I don't think, remember, we had to sign a federal law that basically told black people you can do it without any type of, legalities or interference. Because remember, it was like, you can vote, but we would persuade, it was like, it's highly persuaded that you don't vote.
See, I didn't know that. You're older than me.
So
I didn't know that it went that way.
So, I mean, the women, even though they got it later, they had a much easier time to vote than black people ever did.
All right, that's a good call. That's a good call. I mean, that one, black men win, but it's a gray area. Let's face it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But imagine being a black guy in 1880 and going out to vote.
No.
You can't.
It wasn't even
imagine
all that easy in 1980.
It just seems like an impossibility almost.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even like a couple elections ago that they had signs pointing the wrong way for black people in Florida, and they just had them all confused. One fucking voting booth that was in a black neighborhood, they found out was just a candy machine, and they had people going down there, and they're hitting stuff, and they're like, every time I vote, a Hershey bar bumps out, and they're all going, yeah, that's great, you win a Hershey bar for voting, run back, best of luck to you.
We love to trick them.
That's not way. Don't throw me in with that.
They do.
Those better.
Those in charge.
Those candidates?
Yes. These are also very exciting days. I look over at Ron Bennington's line of the day on Whackbag. Here's where the number is. And to me, this one's a shocker. 3,938 lines of the day.
Wow.
Completely passing now. As we're closing in on 4,000, we completely have passed Hank Aaron, and then you move into that 4,000 club that only has Ty Cobb and Pete Rose. So it's countdown for 4,000 hits. Whackbag's world famous Ron Bennington's line of the day.
I think you'll easily beat Cobb.
Why are you trying to jinx me?
Okay,
I don't like to fucking play around with jinxes. I could end up pulling a fucking hammy and nothing happens. And I never hit the 4,000.
I was just thinking hypothetically. 4192 is Cobb.
What I'm thinking about doing, and maybe comes off a little superstitious, I'm going to eat chicken 3 meals a day.
Chicken and pasta.
It couldn't hurt.
Just a lot of chicken.
He's a psychopath.
Chicken wings, fried chicken, drumsticks, just a lot of chicken for Wade Boggs.
Speaking of baseball, I looked at the other guys who didn't make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And Donnie Baseball got 14%. Terrible numbers. And Dave Parker got, I think above Don Mattingly. 15 or 16%.
Dave Parker was fucking very strong player, man.
I think he's three or four-time batting champion, a cannon of an arm. They still replay that play in the All-Star game we threw out.
And then McGuire also didn't make it, right?
Right. I think McGuire was early or low 20s.
And my belief was, before all this steroid stuff, I said McGuire's going to be the first redhead to make it into the Hall of Fame. That's what I always wanted to see.
That's true. I can't think of any other guy. Man, no, I don't think there's any other redheads.
I'm not even sure if there's another redhead Major League Baseball player. He might have been the only. All right, get us Dave Parker's stats if you could, Earl.
Mr. B, what about Tim Raines? If you look at his numbers, he's fantastic numbers.
Yeah.
And he was an All-Star MVP. He was 8-time All-Star, something like that.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, it's very difficult to get in the Baseball Hall of Fame. That's why I got my eye on this 4,000. I figure they can't keep me out, but then, let's face it, my past is worse than Pete Rose. And I don't care. I'm not going to sit around and, and sit here and campaign for it. I think that's beneath me. Right. But I am honored that this thing is still going on this long after. I shouldn't even check it for page views.
It's quite an achievement.
It's literally the greatest achievement of my career.
It probably is.
What do you mean probably? What else have you got? What do you know about me? Are you over there studying me like Hicks? Everything that comes up, Hicks knows something about my life. I don't know how he's Wikipedia in this shit. Yes, Earl.
Dave Parker, he was a lifetime 290 hitter, 2-time batting champion. He won the MVP, and he was a 7-time All-Star.
Not enough.
7 time in how many years? Because if it's like 7 time in 20 years.
He played a long time.
Yeah, he did play a long time.
He played 22 years.
Yeah,
22, I was
thank
going to
you.
say that.
That's about 300 for going to the All-Star game.
That's pretty awesome.
And what, one championship in his life?
Yeah, 79 Pirates.
Yeah, which to me, that whole We Are Family fucking keeps me out of everything. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. I just want to let you know that, first of all, I love Earl, and Rusty Staub was a redhead ginger guy.
Yeah, he was.
That's true.
The great Rusty Staub. Johnny Callison told me a great Rusty Staub story when we played Dream Week. I guess, did they both play together on the early Mets? Callison and Staub?
I know Staub did.
I think they both played on that first Mets team.
No, Staub came later. He came by a trade. He was
Well, they both, I think, somewhere in early, not the first year, but early on. Anyway, Callison tells me this story that Rusty Staub is playing outfield. It's a line shot. He runs at it, fucking makes the catch, and as he's doing it, he shits his pants and just keeps going right into the dugout.
What the fuck?
And Callison, it took him like fucking 30 minutes to fucking finish his story because he was still rolling over.
All right, we got John Kerry going ahead with his endorsement of Obama.
Your power, and I am here because it is Barack Obama who, in a unique way, brings the lessons of the neighborhood, the lessons of the legislature, and the lessons of his own life to that awesome challenge. And my friends, those lessons made him a candidate to bring change to our country, and they're the same lessons that he will take to the Oval Office every day to fight for you as President of the United States. Now, I was proud to help introduce Barack to the nation when I asked him to speak to our national convention in
That's all you, John
2004.
Kerry.
Obviously, Barack did all the heavy lifting.
Ha, 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 ha,
But
ha.
like millions of
Your head.
Americans, Teresa and I were stirred by the way that he eloquently
Teresa, I forgot
reminded
that
us
shit.
of the fact that our true genius is faith in simple dreams and insistence on small miracles. And we were, all of us, moved by the power with which he shattered the shallow stereotype, reminding people all across America, in the red states and the blue states, we also worship an awesome God.
What?
Senator John Kerry formally endorsing
Why bring that
Barack
up?
Obama for president, a live event there in
What does that even
Charleston,
mean?
and they're starting to-
That was strange.
Everything about him strange.
I think he's trying for the VP spot.
You know what? If Obama's ever standing behind him, it's going to look, with Kerry's face there, it's going to look like Barack is holding an African shield. That face, Earl, is frightening. And that's what kept him from being president. Did you vote for Kerry?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. I just went in and wrote against Bush. And then I cut my finger and rubbed blood all over the thing, like somebody had killed themselves in the voting booth.
I vote for Kerry. 1 for 3.
Yeah.
Clinton, Nader, Kerry.
You just keep getting worse and worse.
No.
The Holy Trinity.
This next time you'll just be voting for a tire. It's like de-evolution. Every year it gets worse. Well, you know what, Earl? I'm hoping for you. I'm hoping for you and for me. Obama wins this, and I can watch the Republic unravel. I think no matter who wins, this is my prediction: the Republic unravels. No matter what side comes out with this, because it's already. And I will give the credit to Bush, for getting it started. But we're unraveling.
You think it seems like it's a possibility. That's why I kind of don't want Barack to get in there.
I think the smartest thing, if you're talking to your children or just kids in general, and they're looking for advice, you just say to them, head for the high ground. Because this country should change its name to Deep Impact. Because a shit storm is coming. And I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody owns a shit umbrella. You will get fucking shit soaked.
I know I don't.
If you're not already. You will look back to the days when you were up to your balls and shit. You'll be going, those were great times. Oh, kids, When I was younger, the shit was only balls deep. We used to be able to breathe. Here's Bruce. Bruce, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if Kerry supporting Barack is even a good idea, because a lot of people didn't like Kerry to begin with, and then he lost, and people really don't like a loser, so it's...
Well, you got to remember, this only matters in the Democratic Party. This isn't... He hasn't come out and done this during the time of the national elections. So you're saying people didn't like Kerry. He did win his party's nomination. And he's going it, and he's a guy who's known the Clintons forever, and he's known John Edwards ran with him. So yeah, I think if you're in any of the other campaigns, this one fucking stings. It's got to sting if you're Clinton or Edwards.
Bill Clinton helped him out, didn't he? I was pretty sure Bill Clinton...
Well, I mean, he was senator for 8 years under that. Clinton helped him. I think he stumped for him a little bit.
Yeah.
And there's no reason that John Kerry needs to do this.
Oh.
Nobody's expecting, Al Gore to throw anyway. By the way, if Al Gore does it, I think that'd be it for the Clintons.
And I think Al Gore will do it. He does not like the Clintons.
No one does except for Jenny Q. Will Al Gore do it? Earl, there's your radio psychic, Mr. Perfect.
Al Gore will not do it.
He'll just stay out of it?
He's going to stay completely out of it.
Radio psychic. Radio psychic.
There it is, Earl. There's your radio psychic. He's never been wrong.
I was gonna remember,
he picked Ohio State over LSU. Said go with him.
And Kerry that last election, he lost like, what, 2%? Less than 2%?
No.
It was a very close election.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt about it. But I don't think what he says will matter in the national election. But it obviously matters for the Democratic nominee. That's very, very big for Barack. Very, very big.
Yeah, and it bounces right off of that New Hampshire loss where it looks like all of a sudden Barack could get some momentum back.
Well, let's face it. 2 or 3 of these things away, you're not going to remember New Hampshire. You're only as good as your last performance. That's it. What happens to South Carolina is big. Then what happens on what they're now calling Tsunami Tuesday is going to be gigantic. And it might be over after that. I don't know how this thing is going to run out. But I know one thing. I wouldn't be giving any money to anybody I thought was going to lose.
No.
I don't want to give out any money anyway because your name always pops up online now. I don't think it's anybody's business.
I'm still getting emails from Kerry. Still to this day. 2008.
What?
I can't
You're
get
not
rid
writing
of him.
anymore, prick.
I can't get rid of him.
For some reason, I get Barack emails. And I get them from a couple other people. But the Baracks always pop out.
Earl signed you up.
I hit delete as soon as I see him. Because I know what he wants, money.
The Al Franken people ring my phone off the hook.
Yeah, are you helping Al?
You know what? I gave some money to Al. I mean, months and months ago when
Why
he
did
first
you do
did
that? You don't even live there.
I know, but I liked Al Franken, and I said, all right, I'll throw a couple bucks his way.
From what, Air America?
Actually, the Stuart Smalley stuff and Saturday Night Live, I've loved Al Franken.
I want you to understand something. You like Stuart Smalley, and it's funny to you, right?
Yeah.
Why is that anything to vote on?
Holy shit! No, this is actually America right there.
Yeah.
That's middle America.
So now my phone rings off the hook with the Franken people.
Well, I was going to send you a DVD.
You just watch the show.
But I don't even understand why you think you should get involved. You don't live up there in Minnesota.
No, but, I like Al Franken. I'm a fan, so I threw some money his way.
But you're not a fan of his politics, are you?
No, I don't even know exactly what his politics are.
All right, if you're a fan of Stuart Smalley, buy the DVD. Why are you getting involved in Minnesota politics?
I really thought when he started out like he wouldn't have a chance, so I kind of felt there was a feeling sorry aspect to it, and I gave him $100.
Feeling sorry for what? That he's a fucking multimillionaire who's had a fantastic career? Yeah. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. He was in the original Saturday Night Live. He's starred in movies. He's written movies.
Dan Carvey should run, so Fez will give him money for church lady.
You kidding me? He'd fucking back. I just don't get it, Fez. I don't even see why you feel like you got a dog in the fight. If I found out you're moving to St. Paul, I'm like, oh, making some political moves.
It shouldn't even be legal to be able to give money to a Senate race outside of your state.
Believe me, this Fez, he's going to have to pay Fez back. Fez wants some impressions.
I want a Stuart Smalley 2 movie.
Have you watched the first one recently? Because it was on not too long ago.
No, I haven't seen it in a long time.
See if you still like it.
Oh.
Why don't you just watch it and see if it's still funny to you? I'm just curious. I think you may have been caught up in that 93 fever or whatever it was.
There were some skits that didn't quite...
Most, right?
Yeah.
I mean, anytime you try to turn a skit into a movie, it's a fucking hard road to be able to pull that off.
This might be controversial, but I think like 50% of the Wayne's World skits don't hold up these days. 50% are funny, but like there's a bunch of them that
you honestly thought there was going to be controversy attached to that. Did you think this is going to make the fucking Post tomorrow?
Well, it was such a gigantic skit.
It was, but you know. Here's what the problem is when you watch a lot of those old Saturday Night Live things, that everybody is just caught up in the catchphrase of the moment.
Yeah.
So they want to hear it and everyone laughs and they're like, oh, he said swing again.
Right.
But then when years go by and you're not looking for the catchphrase, you're like, what? Why has the show stopped?
I know.
Because he yelled swing. Stupid.
Yeah, that is very true.
And movies don't always hold up. You and I were talking about your fucking... Heroes movies from the 1980s. Well, I don't know if too many of the 1980 movies hold up.
Well, I was trying to think of a 1980s film that holds up, that represents the 1980s, because we were discussing Wall Street does not hold up. And that portrays contemporary 1980s and was made in the 80s.
It was, but even at the time, everyone thought that it was a little silly. Like, we knew no one had a robot bringing them drinks and thinking it was cool. That robot was for like little kids.
Yeah.
You know, that was basically a toy. But in that movie, it was set up like somehow they were futuristic.
Right.
And the fact that he ate sushi in his apartment somehow made him sophisticated.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's weird because a lot of the 70s films hold up.
I think so.
And they feel like the 70s, but the 80s films don't feel like the 80s. It feels like, you know, the Michael J. Fox...
Yeah.
Secret of My Success. You know, it's a little silly.
It feels a lot more dated, even though it's 10 years after the 70s than the 70s movies do.
Even if you look at like Pretty in Pink and Breakfast Club, people knew that was bullshit at the time. You know what I mean? Like people weren't breaking off into their social casts and dressing that extreme in different directions. It just didn't happen.
And that
was always done for bad movie purposes.
Right. And like, those aren't adult films. I mean, like, Mean Streets, it captures 1970s.
It does.
That's an adult movie made in the 70s, portraying the 70s.
I will tell you something, and Blowhard might even back me up. Me and Blowhard might even be able to fucking line up here. But even Saturday Night Fever was a pretty accurate description of what Italian guys in the 70s were like in Brooklyn. But can you find anything made in the 80s that was an accurate description of the 80s?
I mean, I rack my brain. Like,
Would you go for Real Genius? Remember the way we would take popcorn and blow up houses with it?
That was
Just fill 'em up.
It might be retarded, but don't tell me you won't leave that on to see that house blow up in popcorn. I've watched that goddamn scene a million times.
Like, okay, this is probably far-fetched. Perhaps Hunt for Red October, which was made in the 80s, demonstrates, you know, the Cold War, the fall of, you know, the Russian Empire at the time. But then again,
I don't know.
The action.
I'm gonna give you one that actually is pretty good. More of a class of the way younger people were. I would even say Anything, the Cameron Crowe film.
Okay.
And if you remember, that wasn't too extreme, and the music was not extreme or anything, but I think that was a better description of the way things were. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Rodney, I got a classic movie for you from the 80s. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Also written by Cameron Crowe, who was a journalist first, if you remember.
Yep.
He was a journalist. But what year did that movie come out?
I think it was about 83, 84.
It was 82.
82. And if you really look at it, it almost has a 70s feel. It was before the kind of new wave 80s kicked in, so it was more about Van Halen and Cheap Trick. Still that feel. Here is Murray. Murray, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. I'd say less than zero. That movie actually really does depict a lot of the urban angst and youthful...
I think just the opposite. I think it's a fucking blown-up version of that, and it didn't ring true then when it came out, and it doesn't really ring true now. Now, of course, I didn't grow up as rich as those fucking kids, so maybe that's always a little different. But even at the time, I don't think it really held up. Freak Dog, you're my Fez.
Buddy boys.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to throw out there 3 O'Clock High.
Stop it. Stop calling with silly stuff like that.
That's a kid's high school movie that could have been done in any era.
Yeah, and was based on fucking Noon, whatever that old Gregory Peck fucking thing was. What's that movie, Earl?
Is it High Noon?
Thank you. I'll know what I do without you today, Earl. Ever since you got John Kerry on your side, you're just filled with confidence. Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Listen, how about that 87 movie River's Edge with Crispin Glover?
Written as a piece for Rolling Stone. I'm going to send you into the big-ass prize closet, because River's Edge, film that still holds up, and does have that suburban kind of nightmarish, and everyone knew those fucking kind of kids. Yeah, big-ass prize closet for you. Good fucking movie.
Yeah. You look at, like, one of the best actors, Tom Hanks. He didn't even have a lot of good movies in the 80s. I mean, he had big hits, but do they represent the 80s? Splash or any of these fucking things?
Splash does, I think. Because we all fell in love with mermaids in the 80s. Your Tom Hanks obsession just, it baffles me. Fucking baffles me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Just absolutely baffles me. I don't get it.
I love him. I think he's great.
Yeah, I noticed. From listening to this show, I've picked that out a couple times. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, what's up? 287, 253.
Hey, brother.
Hoo-ah! Now, I know this is going to sound wacky, but the movie Breakin' was really toward, the breakdance movement of the 80s. It was head on.
I'm going to throw that to Earl, because I know that you were breaking back then. You were pretty involved in the entire thing. What was it like for you?
The hip-hop community cringed at that movie. They thought it was so god-awful.
I always thought, even Electric Boogaloo, a lot of those...
That was a sequel. I was going to break into Electric Boogaloo. It was brutal. It represented zero of what hip-hop was like at that time.
And, if you happen to be a kid now, and you're watching something like Valley Girl and really thought, oh, is that the way it was? No, I don't think so. I don't think that was that oddly extreme. Hey, Devin. Devin, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Devin.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
I was going to say Field of Dreams. I think it was a great late 80s movie.
Well, that's not what we're talking about. But if you're saying, we're saying captured the 80s. Now, if you're saying that we all played catch with our dead dads back in 88, maybe you're right about that. I don't remember it that way, though. I think your dad had to be alive.
There's nothing signature 80s about that movie except for Mr. Timothy Busfield.
Gary, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. Roddy, really capturing the slice of 80s New York after hours.
Let me throw that over to Earl. Earl, you lived in Manhattan. Was Soho that fucking crazy?
It was that creepy and that crazy. It was people were
Soho.
Yes, that area was like people. You could basically move into a place. No one would bother you. It was like people were squatting there. That whole lower Manhattan area. It was that creepy after dark.
And what happened in Wall Street? Wall Street was just normal during the daytime, and then at night it all got scary.
Yeah, during the day it was well secure. It was very well kept. Once the bell rung at 4:00, it was like the Wild West. It was like every man for himself. All
right, I'm gonna send you into the big ass prize closet on Earl's recommendation here. Marty, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, big-ass card holder from way back. Pulp of Greenwich Village, a great movie.
I think you don't understand what we're talking about here. We're not talking about great movies that were made in the 80s. We're talking about movies that captured just the way the 80s were.
Yeah. Films.
Franklin is saying Wall Street. He disagrees with you.
No, Wall Street it's so dated. It's unbelievable. And the characters aren't believable.
Remember the night that Charlie Sheen makes sushi with her?
Yeah.
Go back and watch that again. Just watch Charlie Sheen's face. How fucked up he is in that scene. He is so whacked the fuck out. He does not know where he is. We got a guest coming on in just a little bit, Fez.
Andrew Jenks will be in studio with us. His new documentary, Room 335, is going to premiere January 15th, 7 p.m. on Cinemax. You can check out more information by going to andrewjenksroom335.com.
Here's the basic premise in the movie. The kid's 19 years old, and he goes down for a month and stays in a retirement home, a home for assisted living, with a bunch of retired people down in Fez's old neighborhood. I think Fez, one of the scenes, I saw your old truck. Just go by. Looks like you were off to get smokes or something. So you will see what it is. Now, have you guys had people in assisted living places before?
Yes, my aunt.
Yeah.
Aunt Grace.
Fez?
Yeah, my grandmother actually went through the stages of an assisted living home where you needed more and more assistance.
Not an easy way to end your life. You know what I mean? Like, if you really look at some of the things that some of these people go through, you got to think a quick bullet at age 71 would have been an easier way to go out. I'm not saying, oh, shoot the old. I'm saying if you had to look at what your fate is, it is not an easy way to go. So this starts when on Cinemax, Fez?
This is going to be January 15th, 7 p.m. on Cinemax. It's called Andrew Jenks Room 335.
We'll bring Andrew Jenks in now.
My life, I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life. 24 and there's so much more.
Here he comes in. Andrew, welcome, buddy.
Thank you.
I watched this film, and I lived in Florida
great.
for a while, so I'm very, very familiar with those kind of places.
Sure.
How did you get the basic premise? I'll go down and stay with the elderly and document.
I was in a college dormitory that freshman year. I was living with 319-year-olds. My grandfather, while this was going on, was going through a rough time, dealing with dementia. And so I sort of put two and two together and was like, geez, what would it be like if there were 370-year-olds living together, and what's their perspective life like, and what are they thinking about? And so that was sort of how the idea sparked.
So, first of all, great idea, because everybody gets it right away. Young guy, and when I turn it on, I'm like, I hope he doesn't jackass on these people. I hope we're not looking at pranks going on.
No.
Because what was really kind of cool about the movie is that you got stuff from these people, and they got stuff from having you around, and there were real friendships.
It wasn't a hoax. I mean, I had real legitimate friends that I'll remember for the rest of my life, and I've kept in great touch with them, and we were able to get into some film festivals and win some awards, and I would always send them the awards, and people from around the country, around the world have emailed them saying how big of an inspiration they were, and I mean, it's been an incredible ride. And
now, you didn't know that going in. You just thought, I got a great idea. I'll go down and document it. But were you surprised?
I was hoping that my parents would watch it and not leave the room while watching it. And then we just applied to a few festivals randomly, hoping we'd get into maybe, one or two. And we ended up getting into a lot, caught the eye of HBO Cinemax, and
But were you a kid that enjoyed being around old people when you were younger? Because some kids don't. I used to love my great grandmothers and I used to love to hear the old stories.
Yeah, I was close to my grandparents. Like, I don't know if I enjoyed hanging out with a bunch of senior citizens in particular,
but you were open to what they had to say.
Yeah, honestly, I went in there thinking that this was going to be a movie about old people, and we were going to document what it was like in assisted living, and we left the facility saying that this wasn't a movie about old people. It was about Tammy and Bill and Libby and the stars of the film. And these are people. They're not old people. They have opinions and do things just like everyone else.
And I even said this as well, too. None of them, even the healthiest ones, if you take Tammy, who's 96 years old, and is as sharp as anybody else, but still has to deal with nagging problems just from living that old.
Yeah, I'll tell you, everyone had different handicaps, obviously. So someone like Tammy, who was able to tell incredible jokes, great sex jokes, would go around and just make people laugh. She wasn't physically able to do a lot, but her mind was there. And she used that to her advantage to help other residents out. And then there was someone like Bill, who was experiencing dementia and couldn't always think and remember your name, but he could walk, and he'd walk to the dollar store every day, a mile away, and buy candy for the different residents. And he would, he knew who wanted Snickers and who wanted Skittles, and that was his way of showing compassion, which is just incredible. And so they would all use whatever independence they had to help each other out.
Yeah. There was, when I was watching Bill, too, I remember a saying when I was a kid that was, once a man, twice a child. He had such a childish energy about him. Sometimes it was like a 5 or 6 year old. When you were talking to him, he'd want to punch and wrestle back and forth. And he was a guy that he was retired military.
Yeah.
And so that his pension took care of everything, because it looked like there was you were better off in that place than you would be in a lot of places, is what I'm trying to say.
You would think so. This was not a movie on assisted living and how much it costs compared to other places. This was the place that let us in. They gave us full access, so that was the place we moved into. But it's certainly not about the money or how it works. This was about the people that we met. And I think, across the board, whether we went to a place that didn't cost a lot of money or if we went to a really, really expensive place, either way, it's a movie about humanizing the elderly.
Right. Well, that's the funny thing about documentary film, too. At the beginning of the thing, you see all these faces, they're running together. But as the film goes along, they kind of become the hero of the film, like they would in any film. You get to know these people, what they need, what they want. You're pulling for some, maybe some you don't even like as much.
It's a narrative. I mean, there's a story there, and I think the greatest screenwriter couldn't come up with a character like Bill or Tammy and the lines that they say. When I first met Tammy, she told me that she'd just gotten back from the drugstore and bought some birth control pills.
Right.
I mean, how'd she come up with that so quickly? That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, they were unbelievable characters and just great friends.
Yeah. I like the way that they all found some sort of job for themselves. Like Tammy thought it was her job to make people smile. Bill to hand out candy, the bingo lady.
That's not different than anyone else in life.
Yeah.
Everybody in the life, even in your neighborhood, the guy's like, I'm the guy who keeps an eye on the cars for everybody. You know what I mean? So it really is just the society on its own. But these people also, the other really rough thing that came up is a lot of them have outlived their friends, family, even children. And again, that is, I don't know whether it's something that you want. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's a goal. We have a lot of health things, but emotionally, it's not an easy way to end up for yourself.
It's not, but you can make what you want out of it.
Right.
I mean, you were saying, you could take the bullet to the chest if you want, but someone like Bill and Tammy used what they had and made the most of it.
It's zen, right? At that point, it's like, I'm just here today.
I'm here today, and I think a lot of people, at least when we went there, thought that we'd be talking about the past and be nostalgic and we'd be seeing pictures of them when you see the movie, we don't talk about that at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Maybe we bring it up once or twice. And that's not because we intentionally did that. It's because the residents were talking about what time bingo was, where the weekly field trip was going to be tomorrow. They were living in the moment.
Jeopardy. A lot of big Jeopardy in there.
A lot of Jeopardy. Jeopardy's no joke.
What's really interesting about that, too, because some of them even came out and said even living in the old house would be sad for them because there's so many memories. They almost want to let go of the past rather than living in the past.
Yeah, they're not at all. I think a lot of people would think that they are living in the moment. They have a new batch of friends. And that's not to say everyone's like that. There's certainly some residents there who are incredibly depressed, who it's the last thing they want to be doing. It's not like we're not talking about some picture perfect place here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of residents and the ones that we really got to know were making the most of what they had.
Now, when you went down there, you didn't have a deal. You shot this with just your buddies, right?
Oh yeah.
A couple of friends.
We were. It was after our freshman year of college. We bought a couple cameras off of eBay. We convinced one of our parents to let us use their van for a month so that we could drive to Florida because we couldn't get plane tickets or anything. So we drove down there, and we had no idea. I mean, like I said, we were hoping like maybe friends would watch it and not turn it off, and that was the extent of where we thought the movie would go.
And the residents also got attached to the crew. I noticed when you guys were leaving, they weren't really differentiating you, who the guy who had the camera. You know, they just seemed like they liked having you guys around.
The residents loved us, like just enjoyed us, and for them it was kind of strange to have these 19-year-olds walking around and asking them questions.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like a foreign idea to them, and also I think after a certain point they really started believing that they didn't matter, much less their opinion mattering. And so when we come in and we start asking them questions, it was, I think, so refreshing for them and so different that the cameras weren't really a factor to them. It was just these kids who were walking around.
Very interesting. And now here you've got this career now. Now it's, you picked up from this. The new film is going to be about the baseball manager, Bobby Valentine, living in Japan.
Bobby V is a really well known in the sports world. Obviously, he coached the New York Mets to a World Series. And then he left the Mets, and he had different offers from the States, but decided that there was more things to be done in Japan, where the game is sort of dying. A lot of their best players are leaving for America. None of the teams are making any money. So he's there trying his best to sort of repair the system. And I think in turn, for all of his hard work, he's become literally a national icon. He's one of the biggest celebrities. He also sticks out like a sore thumb, but he's a huge celebrity there. There's a beer named after him. There's a street named after him. And
that's kind of really not even known in the States. I mean, like you said, everybody who follows baseball knows Bobby Valentine, but we don't really know what his day-to-day life is over there in Japan.
No one knows the true story of what he's doing there and what the Japanese baseball culture is like over there, because it's very, very different, and it's a whole different approach. And what he's doing there is really historic. So
now, is he playing? Is he? I've seen some of the stuff of their training is different. The way they play a smaller ball or whatever.
Right.
But is he coaching a Japanese style, or is he bringing the American style there?
Well, the mistake that a lot of what the non-Japanese, they're called gaijin, what a lot of the gaijin managers do is they come in and they try and just institute the American ideas, and they just throw. And what Bobby did was he tried to incorporate the best of both. So he uses the best of what he thinks is the best of the Japanese way of playing and the best of the American. He kind of has this own brand of baseball, I guess.
Now, did he learn the language, or is he?
He's incredible. He tries at least an hour a day to study Japanese. He's been there, I think, now for 4 years, so he knows it pretty well. I think he's a little bit shy to use it with the Japanese public. He doesn't want to embarrass himself or anything like that. But I mean, like, when they won the biggest game of the year, and this will definitely be in the movie, he gave an incredible, I mean, you know Bobby V, he can talk, and he gave an incredible speech in Japanese where the fans just went nuts to the whole stadium. So,
that's great, man.
Yeah, he's a really smart guy, a great character for a movie.
I think this is cool for you. So you're going to stay making documentaries now, huh?
No. We're trying to. I'm hoping. I have a couple narrative film
Is that
scripts,
right?
and I want to do that. I don't want to stick in documentaries, but that's what's kind of come up to this point. So riding that wave.
Well, look what Scorsese's doing. He's going back and forth now too. You know, he's making different kinds of films all the time. I don't think that you're even as limited as it used to be years ago, that you just make one type of film.
No, I'm hoping to do narratives, fictional narratives.
All right, your film, when's it coming out on Cinemax?
It's going to be on at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. You can go to AndrewJenksRoom335.com for all the information, blogs, trailer, DVDs.
Andrew, thanks for being in, buddy.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. Right back, Ron and Fez.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show.
XM 202.
Ron and Fez Show. Pitsy waiting for the Bobby Valentine documentary to come out. He was a good coach.
He was an excellent manager. Brought him to a World Series.
No.
Brought him to back-to-back playoffs, NLCS, and World Series.
That's old school, too. Like, you don't find, like, to me, that's how Bobby V and Larry Boa always reminded me of each other, you know, just those real old-style National League coaches ready to fight, ready to fucking steal one extra base, ready to leg out a ground ball. You don't even see that stuff anymore. Well, going back to the other stuff, we were saying the film that captured the late 80s, Ken from Portland says, do the right thing. Actually, not a bad call there.
It's a very good call.
I'm used to his stuff being a little more smart-ass, where he would, you know, have brought up a movie that would make us all laugh. But not a bad. Where were you on the Spike Lee, Earl?
I thought it didn't capture the period very well. I mean, that late 80s kind of vibe. I mean, it captures topics and tone, but they say, hey, that movie signifies 1989, 1990. I'm not so sure about that.
I think it does, too.
I mean, New York City was very, on fire racially.
What, it's not now? It's changed?
That's less obvious now.
Yeah. All right, Ron and Fez Show, 866 Ron Zero Fez. We're talking about this film. We had this kid come in who's done this thing about old people in Florida, which I could see. I hurt his feelings a little bit by saying I take one in the fucking, I take a bullet. But even when I was a little kid, I had no plans to live too long. You know what I mean? Like, I saw my grandmother, I saw some of the older people and how difficult it is to go out with those long, nagging illnesses.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't appeal to me. I know a lot of people want to live a long time, but I don't know why you want it.
Well, you want to experience things, and
you don't get to anymore, though. You're stuck in a fucking room watching Jeopardy. You're not running around and travel. As long as you can still travel and take care and do things, and I hate to just put it this way, be able to fuck, you know what I mean?
Right.
Be able to enjoy life a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be all fucking dried up and hurting, and people are going like, what are we going to do with Pop? Remember that old fucking bit from Rodney? Yeah.
Yeah, my grandfather, he lived to be 93, but the last, 15 years, he was basically existing. He wasn't really living. He lost his eyesight.
Yeah, it's terrible. It all leaves one at a time. And, I mean, nothing is worse than physical pain. Who wants to wake up and hurt every day?
That's why Hunter Thompson killed himself. Just this exact thing.
Ping, pang,
He said,
boom.
I'm not going to be old and decrepit and have people feel sorry for me.
Yeah.
As soon as he couldn't get around easily, boom, he was out.
Do you believe in assisted suicide?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Earl, where are you on this?
I believe in it. I think if you just let me go, if I can't be the person
You want me to smother you like I was fucking Big Chief? And I'll throw your sink out the window and run down the streets of Queens?
As long as it's quick and painless, just...
No, I'm going to torture you a little bit. First thing I'm going to do is cut your balls off. I'm going to stick something up your ass, cut your balls off, and then eventually pull out each tooth one at a time. And eventually, I just won't feed you. I'll starve you to death.
My grandmother was nearing 100, and we all wanted her to see that century mark. She was the only one that didn't want it. Like, her last few years, she was so ready to go, and just really tired of being old.
Yeah, it's got to be awful.
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine being sick, how you feel like with the flu, and having that going for years.
Oh.
Who the fuck wants it? You know, and again... If you're healthy, great. That's wonderful. You know, if you're doing things you like. I'm not saying that. I'm saying who really wants to be kept alive when they don't want to?
Well,
and there was a woman in this film who was like, if I take this breathing tube out, will I die? I just want to die.
Jesus.
Tired of it. And that's happening all over the place.
I mean, I want to live a nice, long, old life. I do, because
Yeah, that's why you drink like that.
Just...
You're fucking seriously. If your liver makes it to 35,
right?
I say you get a Nobel Prize for it.
They have those?
Here's Fatback. Fatback, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's
Yeah, they
up,
have Nobel Prizes.
Earl, y'all need to quit going in about the Christian questions, about the religious questions, because he obviously doesn't know what he's talking about. Christians can't condone assisted suicide. Peace out, I'm out.
That's true, Earl.
What?
You make baby Jesus cry every time you take away a grandmother.
No, I'll give you a perfect example. My grandmother, she lived to be, 84, 85? She was dying of cancer. She had cancer, And then she ran into like a lot of heart trouble. She was just like, "Let me go," because I said I've lived the life I wanted to live,
right?
And just like, don't try to keep me alive and let me, because they told her she would have been suffering. She would have been in unbearable pain.
I understand.
So she
but
just
that's still assisted
She
suicide.
just said, "Let me go." She basically said, "Let God handle it." And she
Right, but then why are you fucking want some paralyzed woman to have a breathing tube? But she don't want it.
Well, again,
then you're crying like a baby. You're walking around down at Pinellas Park. Please, Lord, let her live. Let her live, Lord.
At that point, you just I don't think like forcing her to live it's not living at all.
I agree with you. I'm on your side. You're against the Bible. Congratulations, Earl. I'm with you.
Against the Bible.
Well, making it work for yourself. Would it help if I killed you with a Bible? I just beat you to death with a Bible?
God's got to appreciate that. You get to heaven.
Oh, yeah, because he wrote it. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
29875, my brother.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Ronnie B. My grandmother just turned 96 yesterday. Lived in a assisted living nursing home, and really has no idea who anybody is.
Yeah.
There's no reason for her to. I mean, I love her. God bless her. She's lived a great life, but she shouldn't be around.
No, I agree. And I grew up with a grandmother with Alzheimer's who lived in our house. And I watched it, like, I remember when it started even, and watched it get worse and worse and worse until it was literally unbearable. Jeez. And it's a fear of mine. I don't want that to fucking happen to my mind. So obviously I took a lot of acid when I was younger. I don't know why, if I could ever speed up the process. I don't know what it is when you're like a fucking kid, but you're pretty sure you won't die or age. Right. You're like, I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
I still feel like that to a certain extent.
Yeah, I noticed.
I don't think that...
The fact that you didn't think of a condom. You didn't plan a family or think about pulling out. Yeah, I understand that you're not hey, there is a tomorrow.
Well,
I watch you when you get your paycheck buying drinks for the house.
Yeah, that's got to stop. That's stopping. Trust me.
I would never. That's Casey's mistake to trust you. I never. Ivan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey man, I talk about this a lot with people, and I hope I live a long time. I wouldn't mind being an old man. I kind of look forward to being an old man, but I never plan on retiring. You know, people always ask me, like, when do you think you'll quit driving a truck and come down and settle down and all that shit? And I say, man, I'd like to be driving a truck when I'm 80 if I can do it. And honestly, if I can't, if I get feeble in the eyes or my bones start to get arthritic and stuff, honestly, I'd like to spend a little bit more time experimenting with drugs and stuff, like pot and hallucinogens. And I'm not joking, man. I'm straight up.
I am sure as the baby boomers get older, they're going to go, you know what? Why wouldn't I do acid just one more time?
Yeah, I mean,
just sit here in the chair and trip.
I mean, I never hear people talk about it, never suggested or anything, but actually, you know, when I hear about it.
But most of the drugs, street drugs now, are stuff that was, get the Oxycontin and all. There's old people doing that, and that's basically like tying off. But here's the thing you should do, when you get older like that, since you're a trucker, just be one of those ice truckers. Now you'll risk it. You're driving across the lakes on ice, and if it happens to go through, what the fuck? You just killed an old man. Big deal.
The problem is those fuckers have to drive so fucking slow.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that it'll conflict with my other plan. You know, if I decide to spend a couple of months tweaking out on crystal meth or
Well, don't do
like
that. Just use that for your downs. When you're fucking downed out or smoking weed.
And just smoke weed all across the ice fields and hope that I don't come to a complete stop and just nod off while everybody's running into my ass end.
There you go. Crystal, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, boys. How are you?
What can we do for you?
I'm just wondering how, far, when it comes to assisted suicide and stuff like that, but how far is technology going to go when, it seems like one of these days we're going to become a race of, half robotic people. I mean, first it starts off with a pacemaker, and then it goes with artificial, hip.
Well, I mean, let's face it. By the time you get a pacemaker, you are technically a cyborg. Mm-hmm. And fake hips and everything else. So, yes, you do start to become machine and man. But the other part of it that wears out is the brain itself. That I don't know if the brain could go on for, let's say, 140 years. Obviously, at a certain point, you'll be able to add. But who wants a a robot with dementia. That seems like the scariest thing in the whole world. And I mean, we're not just fucking sitting around doing pot talk. These problems will have to be discussed because we have kept people alive now that should have been dead. This happens all the time. So you'll take somebody, they're having kidney failure or whatever, they're 82 years old, you repair them, and you set them up for another 10 years of harsh, terrible life.
Mm-hmm.
But do you let that person go at 82? Do you have the courage to go, you know what, I'm not going to get my mom a pacemaker, even though the doctor says it'll keep her alive? I don't think people do.
It's difficult to do if you're the child in that position.
Unless you know you're going to get a lot of money.
Even then, though, I think, no. Oh.
Luckily, in my case, I never have to worry about that. If anything, I'm just going to try to keep the bills off.
My parents are spending my inheritance.
They should.
Left and right. Trips to Ireland every other weekend.
You're just going to fucking waste it anyway. That thing's going to go into goddamn Star Wars toys if you get that money. Here's Rob. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
I just want to say sometimes old people, especially real old people, know when they're going to die. My wife talked to her grandmother last week because it was her birthday, and she kind of said she was done. And last night, my mother-in-law heard the death gargle, and that was it. She died.
You know, I dig what you're saying, but I've heard old people say that for 25 years, too. Like, they say it so much that after a while, then it comforts you to go, she knew when she called that she wouldn't be, but she's been doing that your whole life. I had a great-grandmother that I just loved, that I was just crazy about, that I was 5 or 6, around late August every year, she'd take me aside, and she'd slip some bills into my hand, and she goes like this, because I don't think I'm going to be here at Christmas. And I took that money. She goes, I don't want you to show this to your parents. This is your money. I'll show your brother and your sister. This is just for you. And I went upstairs and I hid the money and I was crying. Next year, same deal. I'm 20. Here, I want you to take this. And later I found out she did it to my brothers and sisters too.
Oh.
You know, she did it to everybody. It was her gimmick. You know? And after I'm like, yeah, great. You'll be dead at Christmas. Sure. Sure you will. But, so you can't, I know that we get comfort thinking they know or whatever, but I can't. I can't line that up. I've known guys that are 20 that are ready to go. You know, people that are depressed or you know, not really living at all.
Jeez. Hyman Roth. Dying of the same heart attack for 20 years.
Yeah. Old people do it all the time. Here's our friend Hard Rock Johnny. Johnny, you ready to go?
Yeah, please, take me. I'm ready.
To that hard rock in the sky.
You got to get a lot of angels to hoist me up, though. So I have a 91-year-old grandfather. Aside from, you know, he's losing his mind a little bit. He's healthy as can be. And it scares me because now, you know, he's losing his mind. I don't know how long he's going to stick. You know, they don't know how long he could stick around for. And, all he did on Christmas, he was over at our house and he mutters to himself, you know, Lord, take me away. I'm ready to go. I want to be with my wife. And it scares the shit out of me that could happen to you.
And probably will.
Yeah.
You're going to either go out with, you know, some massive heart attack or a car accident or murdered or something that, you know, is quick and fast. Or you're going to be into this extended, he never really recovered from that pneumonia 9 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, that happens too.
It's and then I the opposite of that. Like you guys know, my father with his heart transplant. You know, you're talking about the robotic people, and you know, he had this heart transplant 13 years ago, and he's still, you know, he's fine, except he had to get a pacemaker. So then it's like, you know, you start to build on these things, and it's like, you know, you don't know where it goes from there. I mean, you know,
and your father's heart was an ape heart.
Yes, he had the
so he's a robot ape. No, I mean, here's the thing. That's a miracle of science, and it's fantastic. You've taken a young man, you've extended his life. That's exciting. But when we start to extend the life of people that are in their late 80s so that they can make it to 97, and then it starts to, and people are afraid to have the conversation.
You know, and it's funny because he just turned 69.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I've said to him before we talked, and he said, you know, what if, you know, this one goes bad? Would you ever want to go for a second heart transplant? He said, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, I've had my extension. I've lived how I wanted to live. let someone else who might need it more than me do it.
Right.
You know, and it's a tough realization to have to come to, I guess. But, you know, I guess it's something we all have to face at some point or another.
No. Well, now I hope the Giants win the Super Bowl just for your dad.
Thanks, man.
All right.
All right, boys.
Peace.
See ya, Hard Rock.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows the best way to go. But you look at these people that are against assisted suicide, and they go, "Oh, the doctors are playing God." What else are the doctors doing? It's not like God gave us penicillin,
right?
You know, flu shots they didn't invent. I mean, we're doing stuff all the time to extent. If you look back to like the Middle Ages when they go, "Oh, the average age people were living was like 33 or whatever," you know, or cavemen or whatever. They weren't dying because their bodies were, you know, giving out. They weren't dying as old people. They were dying as 33-year-old men. You know?
Yeah.
Just that's as far as most people would make it. Then occasionally you would have people who would make it to their 80s. And that they were considered the old wise sage, the old wizard who lives off on his own. Because those people did exist, you know? But it was a lot less of them. Where now you're looking at a time where in, 40 or 50 years, you're going to have more people over 65 than fucking working. Not even 40 or 50 years. Maybe the next 20, 25 years. What do you fucking do? Just fill up Arizona and New Mexico?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the average lifespan is like 72 for men.
No, I don't know if it's that fucking low. Is it still?
No, I think it's higher than that.
It is higher.
Yeah.
Higher? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people, that are spending the 25 years in retirement. Well, how long was your grandmother retired?
My grandmother retired in 1961.
And died?
In 2005, I believe. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She was retired longer than she worked, obviously. She was widowed longer than she was married.
Which is all a great story until that becomes the norm.
Right,
And
yeah.
then what does that do to, the economy? Who the fuck is paying for that?
Yeah, she pulled in a pension for over 40 years.
That's crazy.
No.
That
She
really
died at
is.
what age?
She was a month away from being 99.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Now I think about it, my grandmother retired when she was 50, and she's 94. So she's been retired for 44 years. Crazy old bitch.
Still making calls to the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
About you. Can I get a tape?
Stone Pony. Winning 4 of the last 7 Beanie Cups. It's ridiculous.
She won 4 of 7.
Yes, my mom has
All
a soft
right.
spot in it. That's what I was complaining about.
Your mom does not like you.
She's the fucking Patriots of the McDonald household. We don't need this.
She's a dynasty by herself. You're never going to win that cup. If you didn't win it this year, there's nothing you can do to win your family cup.
I'm going to go just the opposite of you, Fez, and said he did something to keep him from winning it this year. Married a Jew.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And that's what cost you the cup.
I was thinking this.
By the way, I want to read you a letter that I got here from a Mr. Mikey background that said he had a dream where he went to some old mansion and met with West Side, who was wearing a white dress and crying. She told me that her life was over and her mother won't stop telling her she's a failure.
I don't want to hear that. No, I'm not
That's so
touching
you know
it.
that's
I'm
me
not
doing
touching
it.
the
I
email.
want you to know that's Mikey background getting involved in your affairs. So you better contact her.
Just to make sure everything's all right.
Rockabye.
Don't tell me that. I don't feel good.
You shouldn't.
You've turned her into Delta Dawn.
What's that flower she has on?
Could it be a faded rose?
Days gone by. Did I hear you say you'd be leaving here today? Take her to the mansion in the sky?
I feel horrible. I might want to cry.
Why don't you call her? I'm sure she still has that Inno that Whackbag bought her.
I can't do that. I couldn't do it. I got a life that I'm happy with, but I don't want to hear that. That's terrible.
Yeah.
And that makes me tear up.
Well, the important thing is that you're happy and you've forgotten others.
I know. Thank you for pointing that out. It's upsetting to me.
That's the man you call the Dave Grohl of the Virus Channel. He plays on every band we have.
Right.
But how close do you think that dream is to being true?
He's got no way of knowing.
Yeah.
Because he ignored.
I moved on.
I would say more likely than not.
I don't want to say ignored. I don't know if it's appropriate anyway to contact her.
Do you ever think to yourself, you ever see that movie Sliding Doors or whatever, where the Gwyneth Paltrow just missed a door?
Yeah.
And then they show each thing of the way her life would have been different if she would have caught that subway ride or if she didn't. You know?
I never saw that.
And if you think of it, your life can go on and off on different things. I wonder if you could have ever been happy with her, with West Side.
I don't know, Mr. B. I mean,
You think it was not to be?
Yeah, it seemed like that. And I, wanted to bang chicks. That was.
So you banged one more.
I didn't say I was a fucking heavy hitter.
You wanted to bang chick.
I was a solid 200. I was
that's what kept you, just that thing of I'm curious about other women, and then you found one more and your curiosity stopped, or are you still curious?
No, I mean,
because I've always found the best time to go out and sexually experiment with other women is while your wife is pregnant.
I can't do that. I would not get the okay.
Or won't.
I will not do that.
Well, were you expecting the okay?
No, there's no way she would give me the okay, and I can't. I don't even like to.
You know what? I seriously, you're in the right relationship. I see you guys as the Sean Penn and Robin Wright of the two things.
No,
actually, that was one that I don't. I don't really care about celebrities who they're with, but I did like that couple because I like both their work. It's like I'm a really big Robin Wright fan. I think that. Sean Penn is probably the actor of his generation, and now he's a great director.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the idea of those two artists together. I don't know where they lived or if they have kids or what their names are. But that one I kind of went, that's too bad.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. I was upset when, speaking of Gwyneth Paltrow, when her and Brad Pitt broke up. Because I thought those are two just perfect blonde specimens.
Did they ever say what happened with Sean Penn and Robin Wright?
What they said was, I guess it was that they were on vacation, they had separate rooms. Robin...
Separate bedroom, separate boss. Separate bedroom, separate boss.
Robin Wright...
why would you have separate bedrooms? What are you fucking doing there?
Yeah. So Robin Wright walked into Sean Penn's room, found him with two Russian girls.
Drunk off his ass.
Well, let me tell you something. You're Sean Penn. Your wife isn't staying with you. What are you going to fucking do? Watch ESPN like a bum?
Right.
Or are you going to go get two Russian girls for yourself?
There was also reports then she stormed out, and someone from the hotel said, "Where's your wife, Mr. Penn?" And he said, "Who the fuck cares?"
That's the booze talking. That's the booze talking.
That's the Russians, too.
But don't you think you're married to Sean Penn, you got to give him a little fucking leash there. You got to let him run a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. He's an artist. Artists should be treated differently.
He's not just an artist, he's the artist, of his generation.
He's an artist, and he does try to do some good works.
Why can't he have a couple fucking Russian girls over? What's the big deal there? And I'm a big fan of hers, but she should have been in the same bedroom. Earl, where are you on this one?
I think they should have hung. They should have rode that thing out.
He was riding it out, and then she walked in.
No, but they've been together for 11 years. They had 2 kids. She knew what she was marrying.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem that we have with relationships. Let's say, there's certain things that it is good to marry somebody that's your opposite, I think, but it still has to fit. There's certain things.
Yes.
Like, let's say if a guy is a fucking homebody and a woman's an extrovert, right? Mm-hmm. She ain't going to be able to drag him out. He's not going to change.
Right.
And vice versa. He can't make her stay in if she's a fucking party girl. Those things just won't fucking fit. Mm-hmm. They won't work out.
Yeah, I think couples need to have the same sex drive too. I think if one is really loves sex and the other one doesn't, I do not see that couple staying together. I think they have to have similar sex drives. It's very important.
You know what? It almost seems like what you're saying is either too blunt or too obvious, but it is true. She better start smoking that fucking cock, or else someone else is going to smoke it. Because what is he going to do?
And maybe, or he's one of those guys who doesn't like sex, but then she does. That's still
same problem.
Yes,
she is going to go out.
Yep.
Or if she is the type of, let's suppose this, You marry a girl, she's a fucking titty dancer. She's been with a fucking 100 guys. She's pounded a fucking couple to some. At a certain point, she's going to go back to that behavior. You got to be okay with it, or be okay with fucking getting divorced down the road. Because you cannot be expected to change who she is. Just like if you fucking and you brought home a panther, you can't expect it to act like a fucking house cat.
Right.
Even if it's nice for a while, it's still a panther. He's married a fucking panther. It's going to scratch the fucking walls.
Yeah.
Now, you and Coco, you thinking about these things, Fez?
No, we haven't gotten that far in our relationship yet.
How far are you?
Just emailing back and forth, checking in on each other.
Is tonight you give her the phone number?
Yeah, I'll give her my phone number tonight. I will do that. The home phone number, too, not the cell, the home phone number.
Good. That way, when she turns crazy girl on you, you'll have to change that, and then we'll all laugh. So, Earl, what about for you? You can't seem to find anyone either, right?
No. Yeah, I'm.
You want to give Coco your number too?
Yeah, I'll give Coco my number.
All right.
What a backstabbing asshole!
I say let the best man win.
It took him no time.
We're cuckoo for Coco.
It took him no time.
Would you be more comfortable with that, Fez?
With Earl and Coco?
Yeah, no, you and Earl and Coco.
Oh, no, not with Earl in the room.
Because you're nervous, right, about that?
I am absolutely nervous.
What if we came in with you?
See, I think...
Not on the air, off air.
Right, but I still think that would make me even more nervous.
What if I was just me and I got a flashlight?
I would let maybe in the other room.
Listening?
Like waiting in a hotel lobby for me or something.
Can I ask a question? Is Coco African-American or Caucasian? Real? Is she a Caucasian?
She's very, very Caucasian.
Okay.
Yes, she's Caucasian.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
All right, she has, by the way, she's got no interest in Earl. She thinks Earl's stupid. Just get an email. Let's bring the kid in here. He's getting ready to get engaged this year. Pitsy, come on in. Now, let's say if you were Casey and you're looking at Dave, right?
Uh-huh.
She married an alcoholic.
Right.
The chances are very strongly he's going to stay an alcoholic.
Well, I don't have any time to quit drinking. I don't consider myself an alcoholic per se, but I don't have any...
Yeah, you're an alcoholic, and I would see your drinking as a detriment at least down the road.
It depends. It doesn't necessarily mean. If she's cool with it, then it's not a detriment. In other words, you can't... I don't think that you can say everybody feels the same way. There's some people very happily married to alcoholics.
Yeah.
Just like some women are like, you know what? I love it. He goes away and deer hunts for fucking 3 weeks. He goes out to fucking deep sea fishing for fucking 2 weeks. They're great with it. Some people are like, yes, I'd rather have a fucking husband in the military. He gets to leave for months at a time. So you don't know what is a detriment and what is not. It's a detriment if she thinks, hey, it's time for you to grow up, because he has an addiction.
Well, I mean, I don't, cause a lot of trouble on like a Friday night. I'll have about 14 Guinnesses and watch whatever basketball game or football game is on, or baseball.
Your wife actually says this. Our sex drive is perfect together. I broke his dick and got pregnant within 6 months. So that was
nice.
And I didn't think you'd be able to get pregnant after your dick broke that time.
I know.
All right, Pitsy, you're pre-engaged to be pre-engaged.
Basically, yes.
Right now.
Yeah.
You've promised her a pre-engagement ring.
Yes.
Is where they are.
Yeah. Does that sound familiar?
Now, do you not? You don't think that he should be with her?
Absolutely not.
What is the fucking problem between those two?
He does. Okay, how about this? He doesn't love her. He thinks he does, but he is me and Westside to a T. So much so that we had a pre-engagement.
All right, but what makes you say that he doesn't?
Because, Mr. B, he has, in my opinion, lust for other women in such a way that I think he's comfortable with her.
Do you lust for other women?
Sometimes I do. I'm not going to lie about that. Yes.
And then there's a reason why you should. So why don't you chase other women? What's keeping you from that?
Because, I still love her, and the way it's worked out with us is I wouldn't do anything to ruin that.
In other words, she says that would ruin it.
Yes, exactly.
So you say, here's something I need, and she says, or want, you say I can't have it.
Exactly. And that doesn't just go for women. It goes for partying, a bunch of other stuff.
There's
too.
a lot of things she limits. You.
Yes, yes.
And then you limit her in other things too, right?
Yes, I do.
What is something she wants and you won't let her have?
She wants guy friends, and she doesn't have any. And in the beginning, I was like, no guys, because it was no girls on her end, too. So I thought that was only fair. But there's been more girls worked into my life little by little, and she still has no guy friends. And I think I don't know if she's angry or she's jealous about that. Because the jealousy comes that I have other girls, I speak to other girls, but the anger comes...
Give us a girl who's just like a friend of yours that you talk to. Somebody we know.
Your friend is Lily.
Oh, yeah, Lily.
All right. And you talk to Lily, not as much as you used to, though.
No.
But you were attracted to Lily.
Yeah, I was.
And if Lily was attracted back, would you have left your chick for Lily?
See, I was on the border there. It was.
So you're really thinking about it?
Yeah, it was almost turning into love there for a second, you know.
Right.
But I was really seriously thinking about leaving Vic.
Yeah, here's the thing. How sick do you got to be to fall in love with Lily? I mean, you have got to be what I consider Jonathan sick. You got to be out of your mind to fall in love with that crazy Muslim girl.
She is a Venus flytrap. She looks beautiful, but boom, once you get it, apparently there's something wrong with her. She's sort of like a radio Heather Graham, who looks beautiful, but something's crazy about her that all these men are leaving. Roller Girl's going on that with so many celebs.
Let's go back to that fucking crazy girl thing, because there's nothing that's as exciting as a crazy girl, but you can't marry a crazy girl.
Right.
That becomes disaster.
And that's kind of where our problems come in, because I love to go out and she loves to stay home. And she's kind of, well, you're leaving me. I'm like, I'm just going out to have fun.
But what makes you think this thing is going to work?
I guess I have a glimmer of hope that it's going to get better.
Glimmer of hope?
Define better.
Wow.
That all the bullshit fighting about me going out won't ever happen.
There's no reason for you to think that would change. That's what I'm trying to say is, like, if you can't accept for the person the way they are now, why are you fucking hoping that they're going to change into something? People don't change.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people have told me, but I mean, I feel like it's not as bad as everybody thinks it is, but it's pretty bad. Friday nights, I say, just give me Fridays and I'll be with you the rest of the week.
Like an Italian.
Exactly. All I need is one night to make me happy, and there's still a problem there. I don't think I'm asking for a lot.
But that you can't get what you don't want. Why doesn't that fucking set off a light in your head? Why can't you say, I'm not asking for a lot, but I can't have it? I mean, why be with someone who can't give you the things that you need? That's what I don't fucking understand.
But I mean, it's other ways, you know. She's very homely, like I said, and she does
homely. Homely means ugly.
No, like she stays home and she does.
That's homey. Homely means ugly.
I'm calling her tonight.
Ron, she's got a face like a pit bull. You know, it's just.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I do love her in other ways. You know, I love her. We have a weird relationship.
You want both.
Yes.
You want your home.
Best of both worlds.
You want your home and your family, and you want to live like a sailor at sea.
Well, that's the thing.
You're a beautiful loser. When you're going to fall, and you realize you can't have it all.
I know. But that's the thing. She is my family.
That's all you got.
Yeah.
This is back to your dad being fucking leaving again.
You have
every
a mother.
fucking time.
Yeah. What about your mom?
Every time.
What about your grandmother?
No one thinks about their mom as much as you think of yours.
Well, no, but he said that's his only family.
But the way you're thinking of your mom, or you actually pick her over Casey sometimes. Let Casey make the food, not your mom.
Casey makes food, yeah.
I'm not eating there anymore with that piss sink, I'll tell you that much.
You going to the Super Bowl?
No.
No one's going to your Super Bowl.
Asshole. There's a big star on 202 who I think is coming.
Ant?
I'm not going to say. It's private, but it rhymes with Schmanthony.
But Angry Missy and Jeff are going to be there, too. That could be a problem.
I didn't think of the ramifications.
You better.
I just sent
always think political.
I sent a massive text message to everybody.
Yeah.
Or no, Casey invited her people. I invited who I wanted to invite. I didn't realize there's going to be feuds.
You got to think about these things.
The Sharks and the Jets at his
You know,
house.
what's better to, smooth over problems than a nice Super Bowl party, have a couple cocktails, watch the game?
That's why I don't want to go to your party. I don't want it to be about anything but the game. And I hate to say it, Fez sits there with a notebook, writes down every commercial and what he thinks of it.
What?
I don't know. He's been doing it for fucking, 12 years or something, maybe longer.
Yeah.
As long as I've known him.
Yeah.
And he writes them down, and I let him do it, and he enjoys it. and then he tells me his tops of the day, and see if that mixes up with the USA Today the following Monday. So I don't want anybody yelling at him when he's doing that.
He won't. People who are not into the game have to go to the Uno table.
I'm not saying we're just not into the game.
Right.
We watch the game and the commercials, and then I always put a thumbs up or thumbs down for him. This is very serious.
Yeah. I feel
we
like
don't piss during the game.
You guys are going to be relegated to the bedroom TV. Just you two. You're going to need that much.
Dude, we will not be going there. I watch the fucking game because I enjoy the Super Bowl.
The whole experience.
I love sports. I'm going to watch the game, and I'm going to watch the commercials. I love the commercials. And you get the beautiful adventure of a flat screen television.
Yeah, I don't have one. Why don't we do this? You make it you, Jeff, Anthony, and you guys discuss, and I'll be watching the game at my house.
Look, I don't know who's feuding with who. This is why I try and stay out of things, but, you know, hopefully by the...
Oh, I'm sorry. Who brought that website into our lives? We were all Mikey Boy. We were 100% Mikey Boy.
You're bored gossip.
And
How
you're
do you
like,
stay
please,
out?
Mr. B, please, I'm begging you, Mr. B. They made me a marshal or whatever.
That's a moderator.
What's
Thank
the
you.
difference? You got to be an idiot to want to be anything like that.
Speaking of my television, Pitts over the vacation helped me set it up, and he promised me, you know, he knows what he's doing. So he hung the television about 10 feet in the air. So you literally have to tilt your head up like you're sitting in the front row of a movie theater. People call it the airport TV.
Well, I told Dave to sit down and see how high he wanted his TV. Now, he has no idea of anything, so he was leaning back on his couch, and the TV was pretty high. I told him it was pretty high, and now it's almost touching the ceiling because Dave doesn't know what he's doing.
Fred, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Let me tell you something. This fucking guy needs a truck. He calls me. He needs a fucking TV hung up on the wall outrageously high. He fucking calls me. But there's a party to be had, and I can't sit and watch that fucking TV, right, Dave?
No, I didn't. You know what?
Is it a matter of this? Does Casey not like Fred?
No, I think I don't know. I love Fred.
Hey, you know what, Ron? Let me tell you this little fucking TV story. Since
Go ahead.
I'm not invited anyway. I get the call late at night. Hey, Fred, do you have a drill? All right, I bring a drill. Fucking Pitsy is drilling into the wall with a 1/4-inch wood bit into a brick wall to hang up a 1/2-inch anchor. I immediately
not going to work.
push them away.
Physics, my friend.
Everybody, get the fuck out of the way. And Dave, please give me a screwdriver or a plier. Not a fucking screwdriver. Not a plier. Not a
Why didn't you invite him to your party? You put this man through hell.
I come all the way from across fucking Brooklyn with just a drill, and they have nothing else. Zero. So I spend the rest of my night looking for a ratchet set or a wrench or whatever.
Yeah.
And I look back on that night, you know what he offered me?
What?
A fucking cup of water from Piss Sink.
From the Piss Sink?
No. And then I don't even get a fucking invite to a fucking party to watch this 10-foot high fucking TV.
You're invited.
You're watching
Stop
a billboard.
It. You are invited. I didn't get around to it.
He pissed in that fucking sink.
Let's go. Bobby Pantera invited.
We only have a limited room. So I'm going to say...
Let's get Bobby P in.
I'll invite Bobby Pantera as well.
Riley Luck?
No.
Why not?
I don't have that much space. I have to make I need to save space for the stars. The Rons, the Fezes.
The Rons and the Fezes are not coming.
Oh, come on.
I
Mr.
can't,
Hughes.
let me tell you this. The Super Bowl is an important thing to me. That's like saying, hey, I want you to come over Christmas morning to be at my house. I can't fucking do shit like this. All right?
Please.
It's important. I'm going to tell you this. I've been to bars on fucking Super Bowl. I don't like it. I don't like hear people yelling out dumb shit. I'm focusing on a fucking game.
Right. We are going to be focused. I promise you this.
There will be so much chatter going on in there, you won't even be able to hear the set, no matter how high it is.
I've extended invitations to Mr. Opie's and Mr. Norton's.
Thank you. I'm trying to say, you're inviting a lot of non-football fans.
No.
Opie, yes.
Opie knows
You
football.
think Jimmy and fucking Anthony are going to be able to follow the game?
I think they know football.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. You know what? I'd love to be with those guys if we're going to sit around and riff.
Well, there could be some fun topics being discussed.
That's what I don't want.
So you watch
I
the
want
game.
Football.
You watch the game in silence, Mr.
Total
B.
silence.
That's crazy.
Total
That's
silence.
not enjoyable. That's not. I find that extremely hard to believe. Fez doesn't say anything. He says nothing during the game.
I'm busy doing my paperwork.
No, Fez is like, what did you think after everything? And I have to even say thumbs up and thumbs down. And then, like, if there is something, we'll debate of why it wasn't good or why it was.
Why can't you just change a tradition? This feels like a lot more pleasant experience than sitting in total quiet.
No, we love it. We fucking love it. You're not a sports fan.
I really am.
You don't enjoy it.
I'm a huge sports fan.
You're the type of guy, you like funny hats. You like celebrity guests.
I do love celebrity guests, no question about it. That's why Mr. Norton's, Mr. Opie's, Mr. Kumi's all got an invitation.
What about the shows of the future? Is the Hideout invited?
Yeah. The Hideout's invited.
Would I be able to say our boys? High Society.
Of course. High Society's invited. Absolutely.
Sam and Than.
Sam, perhaps, but Than.
Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, I just wanted to thank Dave for the invitation.
Wow, that came quick, Sam.
Wow. Fast RSVP.
Now, is your chick going to be going with you?
Well, I don't know. Are you going?
Well, I was saying what the whole invite was.
Well, I mean, I did get a +1.
Yeah. So you're going to bring her?
I guess so.
All right, I'm in.
Sam,
I'm coming.
Did you give those invitations to your bosses like I asked?
No, I wanted to make sure you were there when they got them.
Oh, okay. Tomorrow
And
morning
I
I'll
mean,
do that.
I just wanted to make sure you... I mean, I'm not a big football fan, but everybody loves the Super Bowl, so I can't wait.
See, that's what I fucking hate. I hate that.
He'll be at the Uno table.
Yeah.
There's an Uno table in the hallway for people who aren't football fans.
No, what'll happen is Sam will be in front of me with that afro of his, and I won't be able to see the screen.
It's impossible not to see the screen. It's 15 feet in the air.
The commercials are supposed to be hilarious this year.
Oh, God. See? This is my problem.
Uno table for Sam. And like Pitsy brought up, if you guys want to watch it in my bedroom, more than welcome.
Are CT and Jiven invited?
No. They're not stars in my
Is Lily
eyes.
invited?
I'm waffling on that, but I thought maybe her minus the main squeeze there. She does not get a +1.
If Lily and Jonathan come, I'll come.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to say no to the Lily then.
Okay, then I'm not coming.
I mean, no. Okay, no. If she comes, you'll come.
Yeah,
Well, then-
wait for me.
Okay.
Keep a seat right over near the big screen.
Then she's invited.
All right, Sam, I will see you there.
All right, fantastic.
Hey, we have to have security things set up, too, security badges. So we need a picture of your chick. Send it to us, all right?
Okay.
All right. Something from the summer. Maybe Vacation Beach shot.
All right, I guess that's okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right,
All
talk
right.
to you later.
Bye.
Bye. I like when he does that cartoon cat voice. Well, gee, I don't know, fellas. Might be coming. I don't know. Why, you wouldn't want me around there, would you?
Are you going to have a smoking section for Ron, or are you going to make him walk down 4 floors?
Absolutely.
What, you gonna fucking smoke outside like an animal?
No, you smoke in the kitchen.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I do when I drink.
You sit in the kitchen, smoke like
That's
someone's
it.
Irish grandmother.
Sit by myself.
Flick ashes into the piss
In
sink.
the yellow kitchen.
Those goddamn cops have been driving by all day. Fuck them. They're all on the arm. Smoking all the way fucking down to our fingertips.
Yeah. You guys like subs? There's going to be subs aplenty.
God,
You don't know how to throw a Super Bowl party to save your
low
life.
Rent.
What? Subs and
Fez and I have a catered affair
soda?
every year.
Catered?
Yes, not subs and soda like the fucking volunteer fire department. Whistle goes off, half the guests have to leave.
Throw on some Clark steaks.
I find that crazy. Catered.
Of course you'd find it crazy. You're a fucking low rent, lace Irish son of a bitch.
I'm getting the 6-foot sub. Everyone gets a piece.
A 6-foot sub.
What is 6
What
foot?
is this? Fucking 1982? What about the Ronnie B cupcakes? You know they're working on a couple cupcakes today. Here's the two things come down. And actually, some listeners helped me with this. One is a variation of the Tasty Cake candy cake. The other one is a variation of the Tasty Cake butterscotch crimpet.
Oh, that's an interesting way to go.
We hope to do it. It's a big Cubs year. The Cupcakes could make it happen. Who knows? Maybe a new owner this year.
That's right. If Cuban has his say.
Cubbin. I call him Mark Cubbin.
Okay.
Who else is up for that? There's like a couple corporations that are going after it. Is Trump still shooting his fat mouth off?
I think he is.
Yeah, he was blurting about he was being interested in it, but mostly it's the big names are Trump and Cuban, and I think everyone else is like big corporations.
Yeah, which I hate a corporate team. I'd rather have one owner that you could yell at.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, like
Not
the
like,
Mariners.
U.S. Steel, what are you doing? It's no fun.
The Mariners were owned by Nintendo for a while. I don't know if they still are.
Look where that took it. They fucking traded away the best players of their generation. Ridiculous. And why is there baseball in Seattle? Am I crazy here?
No.
To me, West Coast games stop at the Mississippi.
Okay, I'm down with
your
that.
West Coast travel is St. Louis. Move everything to St. Louis. Kansas City I might even let stay in. I don't know.
Yeah, you should. Kansas City's a great old baseball town.
Pete Carroll is interested in the Falcons job. Should he try the NFL again, Fez?
No, stay at USC. That's where he's comfortable. That's where he's successful.
Go for it. You done all that you did in college.
No, he's not a successful NFL coach.
Earl.
I would stay. I would stay at USC. He's a star there. He always ends up losing the players.
When I look around, and this is the way I judge people, who is willing to risk it to make it big? And only East Side Dave. You want to play above your head in this world. That whole stay where you're comfortable. You're not good enough for the big leagues.
Go for it.
You gotta go for it. What do you want to do? Sit around at the end of your life and go, I never tried again?
Plus, you won a championship in college. So you
What
did
more
it.
you got to prove?
Right, you went to the mountaintop.
What do you want? More? Oh, I got more championships in college. How'd you do in the pros? I ate dick. That's what I did in the pros.
Just ask Lou Holtz if he could have gotten another job. He would have signed it off in a heartbeat.
And I think I think if you're coaching, you do what Jimmy Johnson did. You make it in the fucking college, if that works out for you, make it in the pros, then you jump out and spend the rest of your life going, you see what I did? It's unfucking believable. Yeah, of course you go for it.
Why not?
You go for it. You got to go for it. And what more can he prove in college?
Nothing.
What does he want to be? Bobby Bowden? Is that something to be fucking proud of? At the end of your life, you turned out to be Bobby Bowden? You stayed in Tallahassee for 2 centuries?
Don't you think some of those college coaches are more legendary than maybe the professional coaches are?
Yes, they're legendary for hanging around a long time. But what would you want to do? Have the old soda shop in bumfuck Alabama? Or make it in the Apple?
And think about the great coaches. I mean, they probably. I'm sure Vince Lombardi, to a certain extent, says, "Yeah, all right. You know, Bear Bryant was good, but he wasn't me. He wasn't."
That's true. And Bear Bryant can never say, I was the greatest coach. He has to say, I was the greatest college coach.
Exactly.
That's all I could do, college. Because if you're ranking the greatest coaches of all time, basketball, you're not going to throw John Wooden in the fucking top 5. You're going to use pros.
Yeah.
And you should. Because you didn't fucking play the big time.
It's the highest level. So, yeah, if you don't coach the highest level, then how do you know if you are at the highest level? And Pete Carroll was not so bad. He went 9-7 a couple years.
I mean, I'll give you an example, though. Like the Olympic stuff, they hire a lot of college coaches because they can coach on a higher level. Why wouldn't they hire professional coaches?
What are you talking about? They had Tommy Lasorda.
Yeah, I'm talking about like now.
They won in
like
the Olympics.
Mike Krzyzewski's coaching the USA team for the next Olympics. Why not choose somebody better than him? There's got to be if
First of all, those guys are open. The fucking pros are very fucking busy to go giving away, 3-4 months out of their life. Or college, who gives a shit? It's just fucking school.
Absolutely.
You think if I fucking if I own the Patriots, I want to lose Belichick for 3 months to go off and do something? Fuck no. We're playing at a high level here. Every little bit counts. Ryan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing?
Yeah.
Well, what about happiness? I mean, you can be a college coach like Joe Pa. He's been up there in Penn State forever, and he's quite content what he's doing. He could have been
But that's the exact same thing. Some people are quite content. You know what? I work at dinner theater in fucking Juneau, and I love it. I've got a lot of friends.
happy. That's
There's
cool,
a little there's a little community fucking theater that I can go to. I golf on Wednesdays, Thursday nights for bingo. That's fine. Go be comfortable somewhere. But you're not striving for greatness. As I look around this room, only one person cares about greatness. That hideous fucking albino.
Right.
With
That-
red
that-
hair.
okay.
And that fucking scares me. Because I got one with heart, no fucking head.
Okay.
And then I got the cowardly lion. I got the fucking stupid black guy. And
I'll
off we
miss
go.
him most of all.
All we go. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Fez.
What's going on, buddies?
Yeah.
Pete Carroll, the only reason why he's a successful college coach is because he can determine whether or not those kids get playing time. That's why he was not a good NFL coach in New England. He was horrible. His players didn't like him. He's too much of a nice guy. He just can't do it.
But let's do this. He is not the same fucking guy. He should take the opportunity to go back and see if he can do it.
And people change. I mean, you
Yes.
brought up Bill Belichick. He sucked on the Browns. He went back. He became defensive coordinator. Then he's like, all right, I think I can alternate how I coach.
We're talking about people that can get up off the fucking mat. You know? Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Out of South Philadelphia.
Hell of a boxer.
Maybe the greatest white boxer of all time.
I think so.
And that's sadly the truth.
I mean,
we don't even have a second. Well, John
Dempsey-
Wayne's fucking grandson with AIDS.
Dempsey's got to be in there.
No.
But Rocky's probably better.
Heavyweight. We're playing heavyweight game.
Well, Dempsey was a heavyweight.
I thought he was fucking light heavyweight.
No, Dempsey was a heavyweight. I'm almost
heavyweight.
positive. He was?
Dempsey was a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Did he fight as both?
Yeah, he might have fought as both, but he made
I don't
his-
know if he fought as both, but he was heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
All right, my apologies go out if there's any surviving members of this of the Dempsey family, because he's at the point now where his great grandchildren would be dead of old age. Dempsey fought in 1809. That's how far back white people have to go. For the slightest bit of pride, sports pride.
That was a great.
Other than tennis.
That was a fantastic era, a white era. Ruth.
Yes, because there weren't
Dempsey.
blacks. They did not compete against blacks. When they did, they were gone. The second their blacks showed up.
We lost golf, too.
It was just
Bobby
called the
Jones.
era.
Bobby Jones was in that era.
Why are we playing this music?
Jim Thorpe, same era.
Jim Thorpe was an Indian.
He was a Native American, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Native America. I thought he was from India. I don't know how I made that fucking confusion. And he does have a town in Pennsylvania named after him, which to me, highest regard. You know what? Take your fucking neighborhoods and your streets and stick them up your ass. Give me a city named after me.
That's pretty cool.
That's great. I'm
Yeah.
going back to my town. Of course, they wait until you're dead.
He wasn't treated very
Or in
nicely.
Ronald Reagan, they wait till you're retarded, and then they name things after you. See, Reagan is another one of those guys. He lived too long. He was a movie star. He was a governor. He was a president. And next thing you know, he's splashing in his own urine, calling his wife mommy, and asking what time cartoons are on. And that's fucking sad to me.
Yeah.
With a heart that wouldn't stop, so that body just kept on going without anyone steering it.
A bullet couldn't stop that son of a bitch. He literally, nothing could bring him down. Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Fez.
What about Pete Carroll remaining loyal to USC, a place that gave him a shot? I mean, like, can you make the same argument about Ron and Fez and XM? Would you guys jump ship to bigger and better things?
Heartbeat.
Don't you feel loyal?
Yeah, we would. Heartbeat, I'd be gone. I'd be out of here. Yeah, you got to stick with XM. That's our guys. Going so fast, it'd be unbelievable. But it's the only way that you're disloyal is if you do something while you have to deal with them. But like if suddenly he in the big game helps Texas win, that's
Right.
disloyal. But after the end of the season, he goes, "I would like another opportunity." That's not being disloyal, I don't think.
No, I mean, and you're expected to do that these days. If you have any talent as a coach, you're expected to leave now. Players know that.
What about comfortability? It's so important that everyone's comfortable all the time. Am I being disloyal because I want a nice butterscotch cupcake named after myself? I don't think so.
No.
Is that being disloyal to people at Tasty Cake that I went online and found out how to make their fucking product and send it on to somebody else?
No, I don't think you're being disloyal to them.
I think it is a little bit.
No, I mean, it's illegal, but...
I think more immoral than illegal. I'm not the one who put the recipe up there.
That's true.
Let's face it, a cake? You're the only one who can make Okay, you're the only one who can make cake. No one else can.
That would be great in a courtroom.
That's what I'd yell out. Oh, you have the only cakes. I'm sorry. We'll go away. We can't make cakes because you make cakes.
Case dismissed.
You came up with this flour and butter and milk thing. No one else. I don't think it's going to work out anyway. Here's Dennis. You're Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, listen, I hate to do this, but, man, why would you leave Southern California for crappy Atlanta when the guys basically put USC back on the map bigger than when OJ was there? I mean, he's now the premier football program in the country. He's on national television.
You know, my friend, maybe you're not really familiar with the area called Buckhead. It's extremely nice. There's fine shopping and plenty of mini mansions for everybody. No, but the point is, he has proven everything there is to prove in college football. And guess what? USC is not going to go away if this guy decides to move on.
USC will be in fine shape.
Better than if
everyone
he was there.
thought that when Nick Saban...
Better. Seriously, they will.
They could. Because when Nick Saban left LSU, everyone's like, oh, fuck it, we're going down.
LSU screwed.
Yeah.
I remember people yelled that.
Exactly. And then what just happened?
We have somebody who's very big in the LSU athletic department who's a big fan of the Ron and Fez show. And he's a spy for me down there. And he told me, this is our year. I go, not this year. This is our year. Son of a bitch if he wasn't right.
Wow.
I want him to have a Ronnie B cake on me. Please, whenever you're in Chicago, I want you to stop by Molly's Cupcakes.
Are you going to charge extra for your cakes?
It's going to be really expensive.
Oh.
Seriously.
How much?
You're going to need a loan. You personally would need a loan. I don't think it is too much.
I'm not going to be able to get one then.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame.
Yep. And I was going to bring him to the Super Bowl party.
Oh, come on now.
But I might be going to Lily's.
She's not having a party?
Yeah, at her dad's restaurant.
Oh, fuck that. You don't want to go to a restaurant to watch a football
VIP
game.
room. Very, very nice.
Yeah, it'd be awful to go someplace with chairs and real food.
Ouch. You're running down his house.
You're getting a 6-footer.
Why you got to make fun of his house?
There's not going to be enough places for these people to sit.
There's going to be the
Why don't you like him? Because you guys forgot all about doing your gimmick today?
No, we still have Slave Boy. Still here. He just better watch himself. Otherwise, I'm going to ride him.
I'm just glad
That's it. I'm going to ride him now.
Yeah, look how they need to be reminded of their bit.
Get on all fours. Get on all fours.
I cannot wait till Slave Boy is over.
Keith, you're Ron and Fez. You and the listeners.
Yeah, I don't see Pete Carroll sticking around USC due to the fact they're going to be going under investigation for Reggie Bush when he was there his last year, receiving gifts, him and his parents and whatnot. So I think Pete Carroll's going to be looking for a ticket out of USC. Whether that would be a banner or not, I don't know.
It's the first thing I'd want to do. I'd want to get away from all the cheating I did to make that program work. Let's face it, if a college team does well, there's got to be some amount of cheating.
Yeah, boosters.
Yeah.
That's why Notre Dame sucks. The refusal to
don't they
cut the corners a little bit.
Don't they suck? How about letting some kids have some help with tests? Is that such a big
Seriously,
deal?
and what's with the SAT standards with Notre Dame?
You're you're getting football. Here's the SAT. It's a fucking 4.340. That's your fucking SAT. Enjoy it. Ron Fez Show.
It's the Ron and Fez Show on XM 202.
6 days after 9/11, President Bush said of Osama bin Laden,
I want justice. There's an old poster out west, as I recall, that said, wanted, dead or alive.
more than 6 frustrating years later, bin Laden has not been captured or killed.
My New Year's resolution, I've thought about this, and this is a fucking definite, and it's got to happen. In 2008, I'm going to stalk and kill Osama bin Laden. I'm putting together a team, and I'm going to kill that son of a bitch in cold blood. And everyone's asking me, are you leaving the show? I'm going to Danny Ocean this thing. And anybody's interested, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ.
The military and the intelligence services are spread very thin, having to cope with chaos in the country now, and therefore unable to concentrate to the degree that we desire on attacking al-Qaeda in the ways we would like them to attack al-Qaeda.
But apparently the U.S. military can't make it happen. The CIA can't make it happen. Nobody else seems to care. I'm going to fucking do it on my own. The people that join me, there's not going to be any background checks. If you're bikers, good. Come on in. You got a couple of problems in the back? Who am I? I'm not Jesus. I'm not here to judge you. All I want is to stalk and kill Osama bin Laden away. John McCain is on my side with that. John McCain said that he would hunt him down himself. If it's not Bennington's 11 taking him down, hopefully that's McCain's squad. And anybody's interested, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ.
Back with the Ron and Fez show. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Hey, if you want to hear some of the Jim Norton Unmasked with Ron Bennington, it's available. There's a free clip of that available at the iTunes store. You go to the iTunes store, just search XM Unmasked, and you get a free video podcast. There are 5 minutes of the Unmasked with Jimmy Norton.
You're not hearing it, Fezzy. You're seeing it. It's a video. It's downloading video. This is 2008. Jimmy was brilliant during this Unmasked, so you opportunity to see him in this interview. I don't know which clip they're using, but I said just reach in there anywhere. Wherever you grab, he's going to be brilliant. Very, very good stuff. Now, I don't know how it all happens. You podcast, you download things. Hicks, you seem to be connected. You are our hacker, like the movies Hacker. You're hacking the planet right now.
Hanging out with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, and I'll just say this. Some people go back and forth whether you should not do this or not. It's a great debate. I'll be looking into that tonight. Great debaters. So now your buddy who has got caught up in some online stuff, right?
Yeah, I have a buddy of mine whose name is Dan Savage, like the blogger, and he has this article.
That's the political blogger,
the political
right?
blogger, yeah, exactly. And Salon.com, the online, I guess, magazine, wanted to contact Dan Savage about who they want to support in the presidential election, and they contacted my friend instead, and he sent them a bogus answer. And
so they said, Dan Savage, what do you want to happen? And then, since he is Dan Savage, he just told him.
Yeah. And
but he's not the Dan Savage.
No, he's not the Dan Savage. He's just a graphic artist with a website, and his name's Dan Savage.
All right, and where did it get posted?
It got posted on Salon.com. And and then Gawker picked it up.
All right, what exactly did they ask him, and what did he say?
They asked who he was supporting in the presidential election, and he wrote back, "Although Hillary and Obama seem to be on par with my core values, I refuse to vote for them. And I'll tell you why. If either of these two were to take office, it would unravel the fabric of our society that has been slowly woven together over the course of our existence as a sovereign nation. For example, if Hillary Clinton became the leader of our nation, we as a people could no longer say, yeah, stick it to the man. Well, because she isn't. Okay, that's only a half-truth, but she has no penis, as far as we know. So technically she's not. Now, on the other hand, if Obama became president, we as a people would lose all validity in our complaining about rich white men with power. Sure, he's not 100% full of the flavor, but he's still represented, you heard? I can't guarantee that 42% of the root of this nation will agree with me with what I'm saying. Arnold Schwarzenegger should be running. If he's going to materialize his self-fulfilling prophecy of becoming Abaddon, the Antichrist, he really needs to get with it." And then they really thought that was savage.
They got a hold of it, and they're all like freaking out, and he's just enjoying his fucking evil ways. That's great stuff. Now, did you ever hear from the real Dan Savage at all? Or?
No. They just broke off all contact with him, and they weren't stopped responding.
Fucking brilliant. Is he home today? You ought to get a hold of him for us.
Yeah, sure. I
like anyone who fucks up someone else's thing like that. Because, first of all, none of it matters anyway. None of it really, really matters.
And
he's like Radio Shark. Even though I'm supposed to hate Radio Shark, I secretly like the guy. And then he comes around and I go, no, I guess I do hate him. I hate him as a person, not for what he does. And I mean that from my heart.
He's not very likable.
And yet where's Radio Shark been? No one's fucked up the show lately.
Haven't heard from him.
It smells too good. No one's seen him since he threw off his last stink bomb, right?
Correct.
Radio Shark.
Correct. He's been very much underground.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's called since the last stink bomb.
And I think that was meant to actually really explode and hurt people.
Yeah, I don't know, he's becoming dangerous, perhaps.
Yeah. All right, we've got a hold of the real Dan Savage from Salon.com.
Oh.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, what's going on?
Very excited about this election. Who are you choosing?
I I don't know, man.
What kind of heat did you get back from them when you put out this bogus report?
That's the funny thing. They never responded. That was it.
Yeah.
I never heard back from them.
Now, when it made when it started to pick up heat, did it worry you a little bit? Like, oh, this is maybe.
No, you know what the funny thing is?
Yeah.
I actually sent the article.
You sent the article to who? Gawker? How did we lose him?
His cell phone's cutting out.
Feds grabbed him. Did he say that he sent the article to Gawker?
I don't know. I think I heard they just picked it up.
Yeah. One of you is lying. You were crazy Dan Savage. And actually, even with the name with Dan Savage, he could probably be a jobber in the WWE if he'd like to.
It's a great name. Fred Savage. Anybody Savage. Mike Savage.
You like Savage, huh?
I do. Randy Savage.
Yeah. Go ahead. We'll spend our time listening to all the Savages that you know.
That's it.
That's all your favorite Savages?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fred being my favorite.
Who are you, fucking Rain Man right now? Fred Savage, yeah. Yeah, Fred Savage, Randy Savage, yeah.
Somewhat, yeah.
Great.
Radiohead, they had
Radio Shark.
Oh, no. This is Radiohead. They got the #1 CD. That's 3 months after basically giving it away for free, where the price was.
When the CD finally was released, 3 months after giving it out online to anybody who wanted it, and then you pay what you want. When it got released, it still went to #1.
Wow.
I think it sold like 150,000 or something.
Well, a lot of the Radiohead hardcores freaked out because it was a low bit rate that they gave out for free. So like, no, fuck this. We still have to buy the album.
Yeah. I don't find it that surprising. You know, I think sometimes people want something that they can physically pick up and hold on to and have in their hands. I know that seems weird, and maybe it won't be like that in 10 years, but right now I can completely understand that even though I download it, I still want to physically own it.
Yeah, and I like the artwork, and I like the liner notes, and Radiohead always has cool packaging with their CD, so I'm going to buy it myself.
Now, Earl, what would they have normally sold? Would they have sold more out of the gate than 150,000?
At that stage of their career, I think they would have sold more than 150,000 easily.
Yeah.
I think it would have been closer to maybe to 3.
But we don't know, because the last time they released an album, you could do 3, but people are releasing things now, and 150,000 gets you to #1. So you don't know that for a fact if the same amount of people would have picked it up as before. Because we're having people with #1 albums now selling 3 million copies. Mm-hmm. And that would have just made you a nice act in, let's say, 81.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. The top selling, I think, CD was like High School Musical soundtrack for like the last 2 years in a row.
And that's people that don't want to download. You know? Yeah. Now, this American Idol, they went and dropped another record contract, this one of the cute girl.
Catherine McPhee.
She didn't make it.
Oh.
So her first album got released. It didn't get over. They don't want to do a second one with her. So that's how many now, Fez?
That's 3 in 2 months' time. That's Ruben, Taylor Hicks, and now Catherine McPhee. They found a cure for the McFever.
So what's this tell us?
I think it tells us that it's just like a one-shot deal with these guys. That they're, you know, like most of these people aren't going to have these long careers.
But who does? I mean, if you look at somebody like Cyndi Lauper, she only had a big major release for a little while in her life, and then went with, you know, smaller companies. I think. I mean, you're not, when you're a pop star, not a big rock act, you don't have a huge window.
All right, I see what you're saying.
Earl, what do you think?
And I think the record companies, they're looking at it as economics, as all the money they poured into her, but the promoter. And
you got a hit. It's like having a movie career.
Yeah,
a guy, he can't have movies stiff at all. He's got to be able to hold up with it. But here's the thing overall. I think we talked with Dan. Thanks, man. This is a fucking TV show. It's not really a recording career. The recording career is the extra stuff. It's like when Vinnie Barbarino put out a song, you know?
Yeah.
And that happens all the time, too.
I think what it does tell you, like you just said, but I think it tells you that American Idol is on the downslide. I think it peaked with that Taylor Hicks season. I think it went down a little bit. And it's
I'm going to disagree. It peaked with the blonde girl who went on to have a big country career.
Show-wise, or I mean, like numbers-wise, I thought Taylor Hicks' season was the biggest season.
Well, I know she sold a lot more albums. I don't know who's done what. I don't think it's over yet, but I think they've got to pick people who can have careers. You take this McVie, or whatever her name is, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't look like a 2008 pop star.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't act like it. She doesn't have that kind of... Where else was she? She was going to play musical theater.
Right.
And she didn't win this. So you're picking people, and the girl last year, the chubby girl, that's not a real pop star either. You've got to pick people who look and act like Hannah Montana. That's the fucking piece that you got to go after. They should pick them younger, pick them cuter, and that's all America gets to pick from. Have them pick between 12 and 18 or whatever it is, but they have to start out looking like people that can sell albums to little kids.
Yeah, they have to definitely go younger.
But I don't think anybody's complaining about this. I don't think Clive Davis is even complaining that he's getting short careers out of these people because you look at people playing Vegas now. Those fucking people who did some of those songs in the 80s. That Irish chick. Who's the one I'm thinking of, Earl? Had a very short career, but she's still playing Vegas now.
I don't know.
I forget.
With Sinead O'Connor?
No, Sinead O'Connor, who also only had a very short fucking career and is still famous. But short recording, pop career is still famous. But there's a ton of people like that. This thing is not you're talking about long career. The Monkees only had a career from like 66 to 69, and they're still fucking touring. But they only had a short time that they could put out fucking albums. The early winners of American Idol have been around longer than the Monkees were at their fucking peak.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing to think about.
You take that first season girl.
And, I don't think Clive Davis really cares because with this new season, he'll get 3 or 4 more record contracts.
Yeah. I think they're looking to sell singles. I think the big fucking money for them has been singles all along and never really been albums.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. We're going back to singles anyway, whether people like it or not. We're becoming a singles thing again, like it was the 60s. No one cares about albums anymore. They just don't. Not with iPods and radio and shit like that. No one cares about an album. And that's depressing to me, but...
Why is it depressing?
Because an album is a much more complete work. It's like a novel. I'd rather have a novel than a chapter. It depends on the album.
If you decide to do it as a novel, most fucking albums are not themes. Ziggy Stardust, okay. You want to listen to the whole thing. Pet Sounds, okay. You want to listen to the whole thing.
Right.
Radiohead, I'm going to throw it in that you'll put that thing on and leave it. But most of the time, even with the Beatles, you could have just pushed out the singles and have been fine with it.
Let's have a best-of album.
Yeah, but it's not as complete of an experience if you just have single. Then
But what if, like, you were a painter and you fucking painted the Mona Lisa, and then I go like this. All right, give me 11 more before we can put it out. The Mona Lisa's not enough for you motherfuckers? I got to come up with 12 of them? No. Bullshit. All right, let's go to Greatest Hits. What's the Greatest Hits album? The greatest Hits album ever done.
Oof. Past Masters by the Beatles. Past Masters.
Is that the blue and red one?
No, Past Masters is black and white. They have Volume 1 and Volume 2, but it includes singles, but also hits that weren't, like Rain, a truly great song that was never released as an A-side. So I think you get a bunch of surprises on the Past Masters that make it awesome.
Bernie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I think that star you were talking about was Sheena Easton.
Big ass prize closet. You should be executive producer. Earl, send them prizes. Fez, send them a resume. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Sheena Easton, she had a very short career, but she's still around in Vegas. Every time I'm in Vegas, you want to go see Sheena Easton? Like, no. 83, I didn't want to see Sheena Easton. What is she still fucking doing down there?
Still on the morning train.
I'm going to say... I like that Sly and the Family Stone's best stuff. I don't even know the name of that one. What is it, Earl?
It's called Greatest Hits.
Greatest Hits?
Yeah. Sly and the Family Stone's Greatest Hits.
866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Because let's face it, there are some bands that are singles acts. I'll throw in Endless Summer by the Beach Boys. If you own Endless Summer, You're fucking fine for any Beach Boys needs you may ever come up. You could have a pool party, throw that thing on, and nobody will be like, yay! They won't be going, where's the album? Why don't you have Heroes and Villains? No one's going to complain. Marty, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
How about Bob Marley Legend for the Best Greatest Hits album?
Actually, most fucking kids only know that album.
Yeah.
You know? Good point. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie B, it's the Doors. Only the Doors, baby. They're the best. Better than the Beatles or the Rolling Stones, hands down.
I'm going to tell you something. I prefer going through the albums than I would listening to the greatest hits of the Doors.
Absolutely. And also, there's 3 different greatest hits albums by the Doors. There's Doors' greatest hits. There's the best of the Doors, and I think the other one's called like the Essential Doors.
And do me a favor. When I want to hear the Doors, I don't want to hear Touch Me. Okay? I don't want to fucking play Hello, I Love You. Stop it. I don't care what your fucking name is. I'm going to the end. I'm fucking tripping balls. I don't have time for fucking singles.
A lot of the Soft Parade stuff was a little...
I'll listen to the Soft Parade song itself, though.
Weak. Well, that's a great song.
This is the best part of the trip. Part I really like.
Yeah.
What did he say? I don't know who's over there on the phones today. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, how about Steve Miller's Greatest Hits?
Go away. Jim, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Go ahead, Jim.
Hey, how about Cat Stevens' Greatest
Stop
Hits?
calling. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ.
I was listening to the Warren Zevon best, I'll Sleep When I'm Dead. I think it was a 2 album. That's fucking really great.
You love that one.
Yeah. And, but a lot of his albums didn't have themes, did they? Or only
No.
a couple? Yeah.
But a lot of them were, like, a lot of his stuff was done from, like, periods. So you hear when he had no money, he was like a real singer-songwriter. And then the other one, you're like, there's a little too much orchestration here. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it always goes, you know, sometimes it's like your thing with the Beatles.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear the late Beatles and the early Beatles on the same fucking album. These are two separate things to me.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes.
The kind of pre-1965 and the well, I was going to say post-66, but at some point, you have to have that little middle area too, don't you, Ron?
Yeah. Yeah, it was... Revolver, I think, was the new Beatles. And then the old Beatles ended with Rubber Soul.
And that's where they split.
That's where they split, in my opinion.
Okay. Let's talk to somebody who cares here. Mikey Background. Hello, Mikey.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with my favorite band, Rolling Stones. I'll put on Hot Rocks. Even though I have all the albums, I'll still throw on Hot Rocks.
Just sit there and run the hits for yourself.
40 Licks is better, though. You got songs like She's a Rainbow on 40 Licks.
You know, that does go a little deeper, but I mean, everyone's got Hot Rocks in their collection.
I have that, but you know what? The weird thing about me, if I'm going to listen to the fucking Stones, I always go to Get Your Ya-Ya's Out, which is like a live greatest hits.
Who's fighting and what for?
Who's fighting and what for? If that cat doesn't stop it. All right, Mikey. Hey, that was a weird dream you had.
Yeah. You know what? The fucked up thing is that even though it was a dream to me, it's something that really happened. I can still picture the room she was in with her. I don't even know if she has any siblings, but in my mind she does. And
wow,
it happened.
That laugh.
You are a fucking seer. You're a seer.
I'm a seer of visions.
Got any gigs to promote, Mikey?
Yeah, it looks like Eggplant Queens are going to be playing on Valentine's Day. I'll get you the details as soon as I have them.
Do that for me. Do that for me. And I'll tell you right now, the whole Get Your Eggs Out is one of my favorite greatest hits of all time. See you later, brother.
Later on, guys.
Peace. Randy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yo, Ronnie B, Decade album by Neil Young is a great album. I want to fast forward through half the goddamn things because I heard them too much.
Peace. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, it's got to be Roxy Music's greatest hits.
Personally, I have to have the entire Avalon album. If I don't get that full thing cover, I'm like, fuck this.
Certain bands were not made to have greatest hits. I think Roxy
I'm saying
Music...
there's certain albums, too, that you want to hear that pure album.
Right. Floyd's greatest hits, I love Pink Floyd, doesn't make sense.
Thank you. It's a very good point.
It's not comprehensive.
What am I, looking around for hits from them? No. Again, I've just eaten hash. I need a fucking soft place to land. All right, Julie, the little Brazilian girl, come on in here, darling. Pull this mic out for her. She's a cute little Brazilian girl, and she's going crazy out there because she has an opinion. Finally, you have an opinion.
Thank you. Hi, guys.
How are you?
I have one album that I really like, and it's a greatest hits album.
What's that?
Frank Zappa's Greatest Hits. Now, I understand that he's not a singles person, or he doesn't have any famous songs or anything like that, but
I know. I really go back to the albums with him, though. Dave, you're not even a Zappa fan. You hate him.
No, actually, I have Zappa's Greatest Hits, and that's it.
What do you have? Also have Captain Beefheart's Greatest Hits? You girl.
I like that Smokey Joe's thing.
Here's Phil. Phil, you're on Ron and Fez.
I got Little Feet, waiting for Columbus.
All right, here's Greg. Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, look, you guys are missing out on the best one-hit guy, single guy ever. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll.
All right, which one you listen to, though?
Essentially Elvis. It's a 2-disc CD. He's got 40 hits. Every one of them is a hit.
You know what? Elvis is something. You really should own one fucking Elvis Greatest Hits. There's no reason to go out and get Elvis thing. But if you have things, and you should have the Elvis stuff.
I like the Elvis 1 album.
Oh, the one that came out just a couple years ago?
Because they have that remix of
I
Little
don't like the
Conversation.
remix thing.
Oh, you don't like that?
No.
I love that.
No, I don't like that at all.
It's cool.
And that also runs on American Idol, so they agree with you, too.
It makes me think if, like, Elvis was produced by... If he was still alive and produced by Beck.
Or if Elvis was doing commercials now.
I think it's good.
I know you do. I absolutely know you do. By the way, Hicks, since you turned me on the Jerry Lee Lewis fucking live thing, it's too much.
Why is that?
I just listen to it constantly now.
Yeah, me too.
I love that thing, man.
I have his discography. That's the one I go to all the time.
Yeah.
It's great.
Pepper also got me Johnny Thunders. You Can't Put Your Arms Around Memory.
Right. What is he, Lucky Boy now?
No, he got that for me months, if not a year ago. But holy shit.
Yeah, it's a good
So I've spent the last year without it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable because the second half is just him, acoustic guitar, and saxophone playing some of the best songs you'll ever
and
hear
then
in your
screaming
entire life.
drunkenly at the English crowd about
Nice.
how he doesn't have a girlfriend anymore and
Call them limeys.
Yeah.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
How could anybody have missed Parliament? The P-Funk All-Stars.
You like the Greatest Hits with them?
That's the best. You can listen to it all day long, day after day.
Yeah, I never turn off P-Funk under any circumstances. There's not a time in my life where I go, this doesn't fit. My grandma's fucking funeral, we were blasting it. Chocolate City, we carried her body. Huh?
Doesn't seem appropriate.
It was at the time.
Oh,
you had to be there, know her like wants and desires. She didn't say anything. She didn't say like, don't turn this off or anything.
She was dead.
Okay, I don't say anything about your grandmother.
My grandma's still alive.
Will be dead. Let's do a fucking over-under. I bet we lose the Beanie Cup within 10 years.
Within 10 years? Well, she's 94. Mm-hmm. I'll take the under on that. Okay. Why I'm wishing my grandmother to die. How I get tricked into these
David.
things.
You've got a big bet on Monday. If you've picked the winners for the playoff weekend.
Yeah.
If you're wrong, you said Earl could jizz into your butt. And that is... What's that?
He said piss.
Oh, I got that wrong then. That's my fault. So that's better for you?
That'll be the
Piss?
Super Bowl
Piss
bet.
is better.
Yeah, piss is better.
But it's I have the Seahawks, Chargers, Giants, and Pats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I'm doing the spread. Is what we said yesterday. Unless you want me to do it down outright winners. In which case, I'm actually going to choose the same teams.
Yeah, but not get the points. Because you picked just mostly dogs, right?
3 dogs out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pats, I think, will win their thing, though. I think the Pats are going to blow
I'm picking the
Jacksonville away.
faves just like I did at the beginning, like 3 weeks in. I thought 3 weeks in, we knew we had 4 teams that were much better than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you're a big Giants fan, and you know what? Enjoy. Seriously, enjoy. Go there cheering, and I hope the best for you.
Well,
I don't see it, though.
They've been pretty close games. You know, it was 45-35, and I believe the second game was 31.
That's 10 points. You feel like that's a close one.
Yeah, that's beyond your spread.
Was your last name Manning?
No, it was 38-35 with 3 minutes to go. And the Cowboys just tacked on a score. Big deal.
Okay.
Tony Romo.
Enjoy. Seriously. Me and Jessica Simpson feel otherwise.
She's not going to be attending the game. She has to record her new album, allegedly. Sure.
That's the name of it, allegedly. Because don't they all name albums for like themselves like that? Allegedly. She's the only country album, right?
Yep.
Why did she just drop the tree?
And her sister, her new album, she's basically saying like, she should call it "I Want to Be Gwen," or I Want to Be Gwen Stefani, because you got to hear this new single by Ashley Simpson. She has no identity. She never has. But I thought is she a rock singer?
She's a lip syncer. Did you watch Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, it just pisses me off. Choose an identity. Just be something.
Why didn't you ever tell that to Bowie?
Well, people with talent, he's a genius.
All right, do we got that new single, Earl?
No, we don't.
Okay, well then you hum to us. See if that works out.
Just dance a hoedown like she did on Saturday Night Live.
All right, the beautiful Brazilian girl is hanging in here today. How do you have your days free?
I just graduated from college.
Nice.
And I kind of haven't. I don't have a job yet. I'm looking. I have an interview tomorrow. One
What
of the
kind of
final
work?
Ones. Just kind of administrative work, office work.
Nice.
Nothing.
That's what I want to do when I get out of this business. I've always wanted to do administrative work. I want to move papers from one area to the other, make sure everything's all taken care of legally.
Don't worry. The last thing I want to do is paper push, but
cover your ass. That's my motto.
Yeah,
I always
exactly.
like to
Gotta cover my ass. you
Cover
know?
all the time.
Make sure the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted.
Yep. I mean, I just need money. So.
Graduate from NYU.
Is that right?
Yeah. Place that wrote me the worst rejection letter of all time when I applied for their film school.
Oh, it said we don't take retards?
That's simple.
What did they say to you?
It was close. It said, "Dear David McDonald, there are many, many more qualified students for the school than you."
Well, that way you didn't have to feel like you just missed it. And feel bad.
Why? Why too many? Two of them. And I still remember it was Dean John something. I'll find that fucker.
Dean Jones.
It was John Dean. What a great guy. Why didn't they just write to you, obviously you didn't get in? I'm going to tell you what you already know there, Kreshkin. You didn't get in here.
Why write that, though? Why? What's the point?
To have fun. Life is so short. You got to have what enjoyment you can.
Don't worry. It wasn't a very pleasant experience, so I don't think you would have had
You didn't like it there?
No, not really.
You didn't like being with all the little hipster kids who hang out in Washington Square and fucking buy nickel bags from each other?
They are a bunch of hipsters, too, man. I don't like...
Well, compared to you, everyone is.
Fordham University, we used to go over there and drink them under the table.
And blow them under the table.
To try to get in.
Then I got kicked out.
Russia claims that it is leading the space race to land a man on Mars.
And you believe them? You believe those bastards? I don't believe a goddamn thing they say.
Putin says they'll have the guy, a man on Mars by 2025. I just hate the thought. Even if it's not true, I just hate anyone bragging.
They haven't been to the moon yet. How are they going to get to Mars?
Oh, they're going to skip the moon and just go right there.
How could they pull that off? What's the furthest they've ever been out? Nowhere.
The Mir.
Yeah, you know how far that is? It's like a half mile above the clouds. You can see the Mir sometimes with your naked eyes. That's nothing. We've been to the moon, goddammit. We did it the same year the Mets won, 69.
They don't have any money in Russia.
Of course they don't. After that, they hope to get bread. They're going to go to Mars and then hopefully come up with sliced bread. Russians, please.
It just drives me nuts when I hear anyone talking about a space, going to Mars or China going to the moon.
None of them went. They'll say they are. All right, let me say this. After I get Osama bin Laden, I'm taking a bunch of guys up to Jupiter. Mark it down. It's going to happen.
There's no place to land on Jupiter.
We're going to build a landing pad there. And it's going to be in 2049.
Jupiter's all gaseous? I thought Jupiter was solid.
No, it's completely gaseous.
It's all gas. You can go right through Jupiter, shoot out the other side.
Then how is that a planet?
There are rocks and things, but the gases are what hold the rocks together. Basically.
Boy, if you were as smart as her, you'd be coming out of that same school. You're Fordham stupid.
That was the entry exam. What's Jupiter?
Huh? And he went like this. Cheese. Made out of cheese.
I know Saturn was gaseous. I can name all the planets. That's one of my claims to fame.
Right,
real quick. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mother Mars.
Mother.
That's how I learned how to do it. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Although Pluto's not a planet anymore.
Sorry,
No.
Well, my very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas is the way to remember it.
Why do you love your mother and what she brings you?
That's the whatever that's called, acronym or something.
I think it's harder to learn my educated mother just brought us 9 pizzas. I think that would be the difficult thing.
That's very
The only way
simple.
I can remember that is to remember it goes along with the planets.
We got the new Ashley Simpson single.
Oh, jeez.
It's just a taste.
Just a little bit?
Just
Yeah.
for a minute,
Just a little
first minute
something,
and
a
a half.
little listening party.
Here it is. It's called Out of My Head.
Just Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
It's easy to dance to. I'll give that.
Come on. It's good. This is Gwen Stefani all over the place.
On her best day, Gwen Stefani never sounded this good. She's amazing. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. From her new album, how do you like my new nose?
Love it.
Hey, they're making the brand new Ronnie B. Well, they're actually working on the prototype right now. The Ronnie B. Cupcake.
Oh,
They're
really?
Molly's cupcakes, yeah. Working on 2 different kinds. The chocolate candy cake, remarkably similar to Tasty Cake, and then also the butterscotch Shrimpit. Remarkably close to a Tasty Cake also. But looking to have some, like, Philly flavor there.
I like that idea. I love the butterscotch one.
Yeah.
I think you have a hit with that
Well,
one.
you're eating one right now, right?
Yeah.
Let's see you. Down it.
Down the coast?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. Mmm.
Spongy, right?
Should be drinking soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to get these fuckers down, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you choke to death, you son of a bitch. Leave me to take care of that baby.
That's going to happen anyway.
Now, and we'll just end this now, right? And both of you guys know it's a failure. You couldn't pull off the slave boy thing, right? We're at day 4 and you've done nothing with it.
Well, I think we've done it. I've ridden him.
Yeah.
He's been forced to eat cake. Like a dog that he is.
So it ends now. It ends today. They're just not going to go on with it.
No, there's one more day left, and I will fulfill my obligation.
But here's the deal. It stinks. It stinks on the air.
Yeah.
Just go and read any of the websites. They'll bring up the same thing. Both you guys are failures at this. The only way I'd say I would let it go on is you got to blow us away tomorrow.
Okay.
But I don't think you can because we've got 4 days of seeing what you do.
We're going to blow him away. We're going to blow away.
Here's what it is, Hicks. I'm going to make you eat a cake. You're going to make me eat a cake? You say that to me as British Igor. Hello. And everyone's going, what are we doing with this?
All right. Tomorrow is going to be blown away. This little
Bad radio?
Fucking no. Slave Boy's going down.
And can we go back to no more bets? Because that's the deal we had with Fez and that's the deal we had with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were on vacation. You went for bets.
Yeah. We got the bet bug going on vacation. We couldn't help ourselves.
How about this? Next time it's a tattoo of I can't pull off a bit. That's what the tattoo says. And yet I still get paid.
Okay.
I can't pull off a bit, yet I still get paid.
How big does the font have to be?
Gigantic. I want you to be able to see it from space. I want to be able to see it from space.
I can't do that.
Or very small and across your forehead.
No, I don't want to do that tattoo bet.
Well, let's just keep going with Slave Boy then.
Yes.
And the rest of us feel tattooed on our soul.
I mean, what wouldn't the nice thing to have done was to make him Casey's slave boy at least, to like cook and clean for her while she's in such a sensitive state.
Honey, you had an entertaining idea. You don't belong in here. She's fresh out of college.
That was the plan.
She just came off the turnip truck. None of that got. I'm thinking, hey, is he going to be doing his laundry? Is he going to be a real? He hasn't gotten out of his seat in a week.
That is scheduled for tomorrow.
Nothing happened because you just heard it.
That's where you got. Please don't give him ideas to slave me out with.
Then let's not do the bit. That's the thing. Let's just not do it.
I did bring in some bills that I expect Slave Boy to pay today.
You're making him pay?
I want him to pay my bills.
That's not part of being a slave.
Why isn't it?
You don't get any say.
I gotta agree with him.
That's part of being a slave?
There's the fucking repeating. I've got to pay his bills? That's being a slave?
Well,
how is it a slave if you just don't go with it?
Exactly. Slave is working for nothing.
Yes.
For
losing
nothing.
everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Something that entertains others.
Here's my bills. You can see the phone bill is addressed to Arlene McDonald, but I assure you that is mine.
You're paying his mother's
I'm your
bills.
mother's slave.
Here's my Time Warner bill. I expect that to be paid as well.
What are you ordering pay-per-view? You must have gotten the last fight.
I got Mayweather, but
yeah,
but that only added $50 to a $230. So I have $180.
What are you doing? You got Spank movies, the softcore Spanks?
No, no, I don't do any of that. Thank you. I don't know where $180 goes for cable bills. That's why I haven't paid it.
This is a huge cable bill, and the phone bill's not much better.
That's because I'm on the phone with Time Warner 24/7.
Fine, I will pay these bills.
Pay them, thank you.
I will pay. To fulfill my slave boy obligations today, I will pay these bills.
I want $20 too, right now.
Here's $20.
40.
I had news for both of you. I'm still not entertained. I am not entertained.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna try and put this fat.
Now is that
Slave Boy? It's like the Slave Boy. I would never eat the Slave Boy.
You are so lucky that the Giants beat the Bucks.
Slave Boy.
Actually, he's not lucky. It was easy.
Every ESPN sportscaster said it was gonna happen. I can talk to Slave Boy however the fuck I want. That's how I'm going to approach it tomorrow.
Enjoy yourself now.
Fez, you wouldn't bet if you pick Germany over Luxembourg in World War II. You would still find a way of losing. It's hideous.
And the hugest military upset ever.
That's what tomorrow's going to be like.
You're not going to be able to pull it off, either one of you.
I am. We are, I mean.
You honestly, and I'm going to ask you, don't you both think that you stink at entertaining?
Oh, no. No, I don't think that. I would retire if I thought that.
No, I don't think so.
You thought this bet worked well all week. Be honest.
No.
And then
No.
I won't say another word.
No, I'll be honest, no.
No.
Twice I walked away to get a smoke, and I heard us go to break 15 seconds later. So why do you think you're so good then, after that happened?
Well, no, this particular thing was not executed the way we would have liked. But,
unless you were aiming for boredom, and then it was perfect.
No.
It was dead on.
No.
Here's the Daily Leader.
Hey, Dave, can you make Slave Boy write a fesatorial for tomorrow? That would be nice on a Friday.
You got it, leader. Because I care about you. Slave Boy has to do a fesatorial.
Why are people who listen to the show able to get the bit better than the people on the show? I thought we'd be hearing a ton of those. I thought we were going to get fesatorials. I thought we were going to get Jan Brady. I thought all these things were obvious. But I waited back all week waiting to see what the guys were going to do.
That's what we're going to have them do.
You can't do it now. It's been brought up to you. If you do all the things that just got said to you, it makes you look weak.
Okay.
That's why I wasn't pointing this thing out.
I see.
That would be like you guys coming to me before the show today, going, even though we've all been in the business this long, how do we make this bit work?
Right.
Wouldn't that be embarrassing?
Yeah.
Totally.
That would be.
And again, even when it's not happening, Slave Boy has stopped the show on me.
Yes.
Because
Tomorrow.
we have to stop and talk about it. I don't want to hear the word tomorrow. I'm praying the world ends tonight. That's my prayer.
Harsh.
That I won't have to deal with it. That as I lay in bed, a giant fucking meteor will strike the earth, stopping the slave boy bit.
Too many innocent casualties there.
As the earth is tearing apart from itself and gravity ceases to exist, I will be holding on to my children yelling, "We don't have to deal with slave boy. We are free from slave boy." That will be the last things they hear.
I mean, I don't think like people in China are even familiar with it, so I don't know why they have to be killed.
No. Lucky bastards they are. Lucky rice-eating sons of bitches have never heard a slave boy bounce.
Tomorrow, Slave Boy doesn't stop the show; it goes the show.
Should I stay home?
The opposite. No, please
I'll
don't
stay
do
home
that.
and listen with everyone else.
Please don't.
I was seriously. I want to. Can I stay home tomorrow and listen to Slave Boy?
No, I'd ask you not to stay home, please.
Please.
I'll be a caller.
Oh God, please.
Seriously, I'll be a caller tomorrow.
Please don't do that. Thank you.
I'll have Earl bring his brother in here. After all these years, we'll get to meet Earl's brother. Joy, the beautiful Brazilian girl, thanks for stopping in today.
Thank you, guys.
You're gorgeous.
Thank you.
And also, so beautiful, Hicks.
Oh,
Hicks,
thank
so
you.
gorgeous. Has the heat gotten off you guys and you feel like you're ready to get a podcast?
Yeah.
Back on?
Yeah, definitely.
You are? Your buddy is? That Johnny? When he's going, oh, we still got to bring people in, boss.
Yeah.
Creates the thing. That made me take 2 weeks off of even talking to him. 2 weeks
Right.
since I've talked to him, since I heard that. He needs people around him all
That's
the time,
horseshit.
like Ike Turner.
He's very confused.
Yeah. The best advice I've ever gotten in my life is from Homestar Runner.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.